live.
And we are live. Oh my god. I'm saying
Woo! Thank you, Jesus.
I don't even understand. I
Yeah.
can't
Woo!
explain why I am this excited, but I
Same
really,
here.
really am very excited. It just sits, it just feels like this is what you are supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be talking about. And God is a father. God just handpicked the best people for this conversation because
Yeah.
ha hey God. I am excited on behalf of those that are going to join us because I know we have had lots of conversations, different kinds of conversations, and it's always light. There is always something amazing about it. So now that you are here for the world to hear us. Oh shit! And I also noticed something, yeah. I noticed that I noticed that this particular program, I don't know why, but I noticed this particular program has the highest level of um publicity that I didn't have to lobby for. Like normally
True,
I would
true,
have
true.
to be the one to say, please help me, help me. This one I didn't do so much of it though. I mean not like I didn't do at all, but I would just see people you just post it. One person particularly told me, she said, Esther, I have sent this flyer to all of my friends. I want all of them to be there. I'm
Oh,
like, what is it about this topic? You should tell me. I think I've hacked something. Tell me something.
the word
So
is
I really
needed.
am so excited. Welcome on
Yeah.
board, Olateju. Yeah, yeah, eh, yeah, yeah, eh.
Hey, 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 hey.
So tell me,
Thank
what
you.
hypes you more between the two of us?
You. High priest, I give it
Like,
to you.
I think you are beginning to win me in that regard because sometimes I'm like, why is Olateju hyping me this much? Like, what's up?
Well, and
But it's
sometimes
just
so
so
it's
cool.
okay. It's not even hype. Sometimes it's the truth. It's how you feel. It's how you look. It's how you appear. It's who you are. So it's just normal to just say it. So that's about giving you your flowers.
Oh,
Yeah,
stop it. We just started.
thank you, Rara.
Okay, well, we've already started our gist. Men and brethren, this is how we operate. I am going to call
We have.
Olateju to just ask her just one a question that is just a yes or no. Before I ask, we would have used 5 minutes. By the time I ask,
Right
she will
there.
say the yes. We'll now use another 40
30
minutes.
minutes.
I'm like, no, it was a simple question, baby.
And it's the same thing.
Okay, so let
So a
me
lot of times
officially.
when he wants to call you, it's always like I'm thinking, am I ready to
Mhm,
call a stand? Am I ready to have this conversation now?
I know.
Or let me just shit
Tell
it.
me about
Do I
it.
have the
Let me
time? Do I have the time to have this conversation? Because it is always time. It's not time consuming, but time
It's
investing.
time consuming, no,
If there is a word like
time.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take that.
awesome.
Okay,
So we
so
got
let's
it started.
officially get into the conversation, yeah? Before we
One
gist
minute.
away the entire time. Hello, YouTube
Drum roll,
family. Hello, everybody. Esther Sholari here, and I am super excited we are having this conversation today. So, welcome officially to the Girl Code Conference, and it is powered by Marriage Wording Network. We have a lot to
working
say. We have so much to
big.
say that we had to divide the sessions into two so that each person will be able to take over the conversation. Each person will be able to talk as much as they should. Each person would be able to enjoy, have fun, express herself. So, what's the Girl Code Conference about? I was just thinking to myself that I have been blessed with a lot of friends. Believe me, I have been blessed with a lot of friends. And I have also had my level of booze. Oh, you don't even want to know about it. I don't see shege for friendship hand. Really, it's been a journey for me, and I feel like I am in that season where God is saying, Esther, I think you've learned a lot. I want you to teach others. I want you to help others see what I have helped you see. That was what birthed this conference with the topic navigating female friendships. So in the course of creating this program, I did a registration link and I told people to tell me their description of friendship conference, their experience in one word. Oh my God. I saw words like, when a Nigerian says, you don't be, that's like, my eye don't see shege. I saw words like messy. I saw words like, frustrating. I also saw some really good words, to be honest. I had people say things like, oh, it's blissful, empowering, and all that. So I know that people have had different experiences. And for me, when I look at my life, I feel like God has helped me grow through the process. He has brought me to a place where I can effortlessly make some decisions regarding friendships because I now know better. There are some things I hold on to and I'm like, yeah, this is it. But now I know better. It is not that deep. So today we are going to dissect. We are going to we are going to break some tables. Get ready. And please engage us in the comment section. I want to be reading your comments as the Gbasgbos is entering. Let me be seeing it. Tell me the highlights. What is standing out for you? Do you get? I want to see all of that. Don't let me talk too much. We're starting off this first session with my buddy. It's just funny how we've grown in our friendship in 4 years. Yeah, I think 4 years. And it's been really beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So I'm bringing on board Olateju, Isaac-Ekerin. Yeah, daddy. Hey, come on. Hey. Oh my God. Olateju,
Hello. Yeah, I'm so elated to be here as well, as in to be sharing the platform with coach, counselor, hey,
yeah,
family engineer, hey, the wife of a king,
stop.
the mother
That's
of
my
a king,
inside gist.
and of
Come
course,
on.
a king
Hey,
maker herself.
that's it.
I'm elated to
Ebenezer
be
Obey. I was
here,
thinking to myself
mama.
earlier. I'm like, how did we even become friends? And I think at this point, I would like to give you your flowers. Yes. Permit me to give you your flowers. And I say that because you knew me before I knew you. It'd be like God. Like you knew me before I
Jesus.
knew you. You had seen my
Yes.
introduction videos. And for some reasons, you really just loved me. You just liked.
Point of correction. I still have your introduction video on my phone.
Do you know who I am? What are we talking?
Let's go ahead.
And I remember that we got married. You were my husband's church member at that time. And then, of course, that now eventually meant you being my church member. And the way you took me in, oh my God, it's so commendable. To be honest, it's I had a very tough time. I mean, you know about this part, yeah. I had a very tough time settling into church. I didn't even imagine I was going to struggle that much, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a walk in the park because I had come to the church before, so it looked like no big deal. This is going to be fun. And then I joined the church and I just found myself struggling to be a part of the family. But Teju did not allow me rest. God, Teju loved me. You know this type of love that the only way around it is to love the person back. Like it just looked like this person loves you so much. Love this person back. And and I am grateful that you showed me love and you still show me love, by the way. And I am also grateful that even when I express love back to you, you were willing to receive it. Yeah. So that is why we are here. Yes. And this is me just saying that sometimes when it comes to this friendship thing, you really might just have to take the first step. you don't know if the other party will receive it or not. But if you don't try, you will not even know. The only reason why we are here is because Teju took the first step and she stayed on my case. After service, she'll come and meet me. When I was pregnant, she's coming. When I put to bed, oh, I love you, Teju.
I love you too. I love you too. And you are a very, very lovable and likable person. So it's not work basically to be your friend. It's not work. It's
Oh,
very, very, it comes in very easy. And I see how you show up for people. If you are on Estashola's contact list, you would see how she puts up her friend, see how she's always rooting for people. So what is there not to love? Basically, you are like, okay, there's this scripture that's either must have a friend or show himself friendly. So you have shown yourself friendly. You definitely deserve to have a friend. Yeah.
I think this onions you are cutting is too early. Stop it. Early, I like it. Okay, so moving on to
Yeah.
the first question. This is an interview
Oh, we
format, and
started.
my sister, we don't use 11 minutes. You say we are starting. Oh,
You need to be like our normal conversation this side. Sorry, let's start.
our normal conversation. We are
Yeah.
just bringing the public into it right now. So, first question: who is a friend, and how would you define friendships?
Friendship. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Also, who is a friend? Who is a friend? Okay, I think a friend is somebody you both have a mutual affection, or somebody you have a mutual affection with. Now, I said both. So, and I'm very, very careful about this one. Friendship is a two-way relationship. So you cannot be friends with one person. Yeah, you can be friends with yourself. People say if you're going to have a friend, basically, it is a two-way. The other person has to feel the same way you are feeling. So it's not just you alone having a likeness for person, having an admiration for person, and the person is not giving you back. So it is a mutual bond, a mutual affection between two people. And so, what is friendship to me? Friendship to me is a voluntary relationship. And I'm very, very careful about the words I'm using. It's a voluntary relationship between two or more people. So it means it could be just two people, it could be three, it could be four, it could be five. But it's voluntary, in which the parties involved, like the people involved now, they are concerned. They so much concerned themselves with meeting the needs of the other person as well as meeting their own needs. So let me explain. Why do I want to have a friend? I want to have a friend because I like the person and I also want to make the person a better person in my own way. Oh, there's something this person needs that I have. I want to give it to the person. And I would also like it too, like if there is something I'm lacking in, the person can stand in for me, the person can also
That's
give
it.
back to me. So that is why it is a two-way, it is voluntary, it is between the two parties, but you are ensuring that you are making your lives better, you are meeting the needs. So that is what I would define as friendship. So, and I would just like to say this. So, friendship is not okay. There is this person that I know somewhere that I met online. You know, some people have this online friend. Tomika is my friend. You've never seen Tomika before. You
Tell
never
me
had
about it.
conversation with Tomika. You like her.
This table
You understand?
of
But it
Mike.
is not. She's not giving it back. She's not your friend. She's just someone you admire. You understand? But the fact that maybe she replies to your comments, she doesn't even know you. Do you get? It is when both of you, when she can give back the energy you are giving to her. That is when it's friends. So we need to know when to call somebody a friend,
Your
what's the
friend.
right
Yeah.
words to use, when you call someone an acquaintance, when to call
Yeah.
somebody a colleague, when to call someone a classmate, a neighbor, and whatever. So until it is mutual, it is not friendship. Thank you.
You see this two-way street you talked about, I
Mm,
think it is the foundation of everything, really, because I see people say, I mean, okay, so for example, I did a video collage yesterday, and
okay.
then this person says, "Hey, oh, you not put me there," and in my head, I'm like, I don't even know your surname. I don't know the work you do. I mean, no offense, I respect you, but we don't connect on that level. So why would you be offended that I didn't tag you friend? You are not my friend. You are just someone I know. You are my acquaintance. You're someone I have respect for, and that's it. So really, like you said, we it's just that I think it's sentiments,
Mm.
because you don't want to offend people. So imagine that you're out with someone and then someone walks up to you, that someone walks up to you to say, um what's up, how you do? Oh, who is this person? And I'm like, she's my acquaintance. Eh? Who is it? Amy, Amy acquaintance.
In
We
Nigeria,
acquaintance.
this Nigeria that we are.
See, that's the end of that friendship. Even if the friendship has 2% of becoming friendship, the end, it will just die a natural death. And I mean, I am also guilty, to be honest. I mean, there was making a post on my status, and I said, we call everybody friends, but now we know who be our friend. You see, we call everybody friend. So, but I think the most important conversation here is that, or you have to understand that it is a two-way street. You can't just you can't just be the only one giving into the relationship and then you say that person is your friend. If there is no exchange, if there is no mutual understanding, lonely at the top, bang bang. Yo, yo. Okay, so moving on. You tell me, what is your criteria for choosing friendships?
Okay, so before I go into my criteria for choosing friendship, I just want to establish
Mhm.
something. And please, it is okay, really. It's Nigeria that is the world we find ourselves. We feel like, no, she can't call me acquaintance. It's okay to be an acquaintance to somebody. I don't expect us to feel bad about it. As long as the person is not giving back then, like, okay, oh, we met somewhere before. Oh, she bought drink for me. Oh, he's a church member. It's fine. Don't always expect to be on somebody's premises. If the person does not put you there, you would definitely see someone that will put you in the friends list. So something I feel that we should know and not get offended a lot of times when people don't call us friends. Like, let's start living that reality, please. Okay,
But it is
so
hard though. Olateju, wait. It's easier said than done. No, you know, if you like someone, like I like you, I really want you to be my friend. I have been there. I don't know about other people, but I've been in that space where I really like this person. As a matter of fact, let me even share one with you. There's this particular lady. I like girl you. And I have a weakness for liking people that are very fine, people that I consider finer than myself. I'm sorry. When I see people finer than myself, I'm like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. So maybe because my motive is not pure in that sense, I'm like, I want this person to be my friend, like be in my space. When I now see their values, I'm like, oh gosh, perfect. So for this particular person, that was how it was. In fact, I told her to her face that I really like you. I want to be your friend. I just noticed that the energy, it wasn't working. And me, I used to give up easily. I was still on it. I was still pushing. I was still, I really wanted this friendship. Oh. That was how she now did something. It was wedding that made you realize I was not her friend. You what cracked me up was we were speaking like maybe 2 weeks before. I think I made a post about wedding, and then she's just not saying, "Oh, this even also happened." She's planning her wedding. That she didn't give me dates. She didn't tell me details. I just normal conversation. The week after, wedding day. Wow, wow, wow. Where did you put me, ma? Even if card has finished, you would have sure say, Esther, sorry, card did not reach your side, though, but I'm getting married. I felt so bad. It was that day I woke up and smelled the coffee. Wait, Esther, you're the only one in this this person does not see you as a friend. So honestly, it's not easy. If you are the one on the receiving end, it can be pretty difficult. Someone said that surprise wedding. If you are the one on the if you are the one on the receiving end, it can be pretty difficult. But again, I get it. We should all mature to that point where it's okay. She's my acquaintance, it's fine. She's my colleague, it's fine. She's my church member, and you say it with your full chest. You don't owe anybody friendship. Period.
it
Okay.
doesn't mean it doesn't make her a bad person. she's not just feeling
Just
you at that particular
boy
point.
pain
She
me.
might still feel you
Sis, it
later. It
pain
doesn't make her a
me.
bad person. So that's why some people will probably now feel jealous and feel like, what's she's so full of herself. What's the why can't like no, she's not where you are at that point. So just let her be. That's what I just feel. Sorry about your
Boy pain
surprise
me,
wedding.
oh. Tell you, he pain me, oh. He pain
sorry,
me.
sorry. Don't
I
worry,
will
don't
be
worry,
like,
don't worry. God is compensating you. I hope she's watching right now. I hope she gets to see this
him.
video and see that let me start to
I
talk
don't
about.
care. I have moved. I want to move. I don't even know what the person is.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Okay.
moving on to the
So
next
let's get to
question. What's your
criteria.
criteria for friendship?
My criteria for friendship. Okay, so I'm going to start from where you are, where you said that you see somebody and you feel like, oh, this person looks beautiful than I am. See, we are just going to be real. We're going to be real. When I meet somebody, basically, and I feel like I have tendencies of being friends with the person, it's always the fact that there's something the person has that I admire. And I feel like, I would like to move with this person. Maybe I have a weakness in the area and someone is so strong in that area. And I feel like, okay, I can move close to this person and it can work. So sometimes it's about what the person has, that it's about balance, looking for balance. And some other times it's about values. So I look at someone's values and I'm like, yeah, it quite aligns with my value. It might not even be the values I have, might be another value that I admire too. I'm like, okay, this person has these values. I want to move to this. I want to move close with this person based on this value. It could also be that we share the same interests. Yeah. Oh, maybe she's a designer. I'm a designer. Like, do you understand? Or we like to hang out together. So there are different criteria because the truth is there's no one size fits all. Like this is where you meet your friend. This is how you would choose your
Yeah.
friend. A lot of things would make you, and it's so beautiful that okay, if it is school now, if it is schooling, you have to go to school. There are precepts on how to, but friendship can jump on you when you're not even expecting.
Is
It
that
can just
true?
happen.
Does friendship really
Yes,
jump on people? Really?
it can. Okay, in the sense that let's talk about myself and your home in the instance. Me,
Uh-huh.
I've liked you before. It was like I jumped on you. Basically, when you came, you were not
Yeah,
seeing me, you were not seeing me.
I wasn't.
Maybe you may not even noticing, but I feel like, oh, I like this lady. I like the way she does things. I've liked you before I met you. Or because I liked your husband, I like his person. And I feel like, oh, and when I knew that I was dating someone, I just naturally just thought like, oh, for whoever is going to date Mr. Yo
Mhm.
must be a. So I'm like, oh, who's this person? I started seeing you, and I'm like, I think we connect. I think I like what she
Mhm.
likes. I think I'm
Mhm.
more like this kind of person. Do you understand? So sometimes he
Yeah.
just jumps on you. So it's not left for you. So imagine at that point when me, I'm like, I
Mm.
like it, and you're not feeling the vibe. I'm friends with myself. Oh, I am alone. It's lonely at the top. But you caught the vibe
Uh-huh.
and it
Mhm.
became mutual. So pressure can drop on
Mhm.
you
Okay.
anywhere. It could be in school, but it is something that grows. That's one thing I want to establish.
Yes.
It can jump
Grow.
on you,
I
but
love
it is
that.
something that grows. Both of you putting the effort. Like I would always use myself. I'll make it experiential, like myself and yours. If I was the only one putting the effort and you're not putting the effort, it was not friendship. It is just a church member. It's just Minister Yo's wife, and to remain Minister Yo's wife for do you understand? But you reciprocated, and that was what made it friendship. So it's something that would grow. So how it came about might not matter. Funny thing is, I might even meet somebody and it was a confrontation you had the first time. Do you
Yes.
understand? It
Yes.
was a
Yes.
fight, and
Yes.
eventually you would not have imagined that you guys would still be friends. Certain things will now happen. Okay, so after we've had the confrontation, maybe I got I'm like, how is it I do that, babe? No, good though. And it was
Yeah.
like I did you I start thinking about it and I make the move to like, oh, I want to call you to apologize. And I'm
Yeah.
like, my baby's humble, oh. And we
Yeah.
started vibing, we started talking, and it moved from there. So for me, there is no one, it has to be like this, it has to be like this. But what I check for
Yeah.
is I check for values. Okay, do we have the
But
we're not even from the same religion. It might be a Muslim and I may be a Christian.
really?
It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, really?
Don't matter to me. Yes, I have friends that are Muslim. In fact, in school, most of my friends that I was in school were Muslims. Most of them.
Wow.
And yes. So sometimes it's not entirely about that. See,
But
religion will
but
do
wait, wait,
what
wait, wait. Were they your close friends?
Close friends, yes, we were close. I had
Yeah.
someone come to me. I had someone come to me. Most of my friends, like we still connect right now. One of the guys in my class was like, Teju, I like the way you pronounce Muslim names. So maybe because all your friends are Muslim. That he wasn't accept that. So the way you pronounce Mubinat, Zainab, that's the way I pronounce it. It's because they are my friends. I just have to pronounce their name well. And we are still friends till now. Some of them are married.
Wow.
Do you understand? But we are still friends. We might not be able to catch up the way we do, but whenever
Mm,
we meet, we pick it up. So it's not necessarily about we have to be from the same church, the same.
mm,
What values do we have? Do we have the same interest? Do we have something that do we have a balance, a give and take? Is there a weakness I have that you can help me find strength in? Is there a strength you have that I can draw from? Is there a weakness you have I can help with? So basically, concerned with meeting each other's needs. So those are my major criteria. When we now get into the friendship, we now start seeing what the do's and don'ts. Don't let me go into that. I feel
well,
like we might
for
still get to
me,
that.
Sha, for
Let's hear
me,
it.
yo, Esther, think
Okay.
about it well. You know, so I just have this personal belief that you can have friends, yeah. Um, it doesn't really matter the religion they're operating, but when it comes to people in your close circle, you really may want to be careful. Yeah, may want to be careful in the sense that for us as Christians, we are upheld by some values which they may not understand. So I may now this is just me speaking for myself. I am not making a general rule, please.
Okay.
So for me, yeah, I know that I can have you as my friend. I mean, I can communicate with you, we have a good conversation, and that's fine. But when it now comes to, that kind, the three people that was closest to Jesus kind of level, my dear, we have to serve the same God, though. We just have to believe, we just have to believe the same thing. Yeah, that's just me. Then
Okay. Sorry. Can I say something about
criteria
that?
for
I'm sorry.
okay, yeah, say,
I'm
say.
sorry. Okay. So I have a Muslim background. My aunties are still Muslim till now. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
And yes, all
How come
my
I didn't
mom's
know that?
younger sisters, all my mom, not like all my mom's younger sisters are Muslim till now, and
Ah,
they roll. So I feel that
wow.
sometimes religion
Okay.
kind of want to, I don't know, if we take religion too far, eh, we won't foster the relationship we are supposed to foster. Personally, I like your opinion, but I feel like if I have Muslims around me, sorry, they can be my friends and we can be close. And if you look deep down, the real Muslims have values that some aligns with our values as Christians. Some of them, yeah. But we'll talk about that in camera.
So Titi says Teju is complete vibes. She's one of those who made me stay back in our church. Oh, stop it! I like it.
Oh,
That's so
thank
cute.
you.
So for me, I think that a criteria would be vulnerability. Can you hear me? I can't hear you again, Oteju. Are you muted?
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
was
She's
muted
muted. Okay. I just
intentionally, but
wanted.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to be sure. So I think for me, a criteria would be vulnerability. I am so big on vulnerability. I'm sorry. I am so I am so big on vulnerability, because that's what I trade with. I don't know if that even makes sense. Maybe because of my profession, yeah. I'm like, why would I be your friend and I don't know you? I don't even know how people do that thing. Like, you're friends with someone, you don't even know the person. The person cannot even say, this is who I am. Like, I'm sorry, Sha. If you're not ready to be vulnerable, you will still be my friend, outer layer friend. You'll be my, the one closest to the main road friend. And that's fine. But if you want to be my G, that's what I
I think
that's what
I
I
think I
think.
agree. I think I
That's what
agree
I
with
think.
you.
Okay, so
I
okay, you
think
want to
I
add
think
to
I
it?
agree with this story, and I think I agree with you completely on that vulnerability. Really, it's a give and take. I need to see you for who you are, so that I can even know when to come in, so that there's no veil covering and all. But I also feel like vulnerability sometimes needs time. Some persons need time to be vulnerable. Like it's something that You get with time. Somebody might not just come. Someone like me, sorry, I don't know if you know. I don't just get vulnerable so easily until I am very
Teju is
comfortable.
coded. Are you telling me? You don't know if me, I know. Teju is annoyingly coded. Teju will be
Oh my
talking to you. No,
God!
Teju is annoying. Now that you've even mentioned it, Teju will be saying, there's where you used to put that your English. And so it shall happen, sha. I'm like, what sha? what is it shall happen, sha? This. If you're not giving me details, leave me. Don't stress my life. So
The
yes,
truth
I
is,
get
you
to.
eventually get the details. You eventually probably get the
Yeah.
details. So you might just probably need me to be in a comfortable space at that point. I'll be to feel like, okay, this is the right time to talk about this thing before I talk about it. So that's why sometimes I don't completely, okay, maybe because that's me, I don't completely fault people for not being completely vulnerable. I know with time, like time is a good test of a lot of things. They will be
Yeah.
vulnerable. But I respect your opinion too.
Sure. And I think it's also important to say that vulnerability is not something you bring to the table the first time you meet someone, because I think that's also where we make mistakes. Because you believe that, oh, I want to be vulnerable, I should be able to tell you who I am, what I do, tell you everything about me, and then you just boom say to this person, you don't even know the person's values, you don't know the person's value systems. I mean, value systems, value. You don't know the person's values. You don't know what the person believes in. You don't even know the person. You've not even tested the person with the smallest, permit you to use the word secrets. Yeah. And then you now tell the person everything about your life. When the person now show you their true color, you say, hey, my friend is XYZ. No, you are the one that was foolish. I am sorry, respectfully speaking. That sounds like Pastor Selma. Respectfully speaking, because you don't you don't express your vulnerability to just anybody. And Jesus is a very perfect example. I love that guy. When he was going to go through what's that place where he
See the
met
Mount of
Moses and Elijah?
Transfiguration, the mountain
Yeah.
of transfiguration.
He didn't go with the 12. Why? Judas was there. He knew the character of each and everybody. He selected people that he knew that whatever I say to these guys stays with them. If I tell
Mm.
them to stay with me, they will stay. They are not going to run off telling everybody. Jesus could have done that experience with the 70, but he did it. He could have done it with the 120, but he was wise enough to know that I will call the music. You don't need crowd. He went with just 3. So I feel like that is wisdom to learn from. Jesus knew that was going to be a very vulnerable moment for him. There was a part where he was praying and his sweat was turning to blood, or is it that it looked like blood or something? He didn't do that in the presence of everybody. He did that with his G, like people that really, really know him. So maybe they calm down, yeah. Because I got lots of feedback from people that registered, talking about how girls spill secrets, how why do they spill secrets, why can't they keep a secret, why are they da. And in my head I'm like, why are you even telling your secrets to? That leads us to the next question anyway, but let me just quickly say this.
Okay.
Like, why are you telling your secrets to? Why are you telling your secrets to everybody? You meet a random person, the person is your classmate, not your friend. You are the one that define that person as friend. You now tell the person your life experience. You are not surprised the person behave like a classmate is supposed to behave. The person does not owe you anything, really. So the point is, if you are going to engage in vulnerability, it had better be with someone that you have tested and you trust. Okay, so the next question is, why do we sometimes see envy, backbiting, jealousy in female friendships?
Hmm. This question, right? I think is a very general. It's a question that you hear a lot of time. It's
Yeah,
a question that even when you ask men, that they feel like women, those people, I don't understand their friendship. Like I
yeah.
feel like that, and I would like to address it in a way that I would like to be very general about this question. So I think I have to respond to the question. Actual response. The first response is, let us be very, very sincere with ourselves. As human, every one of us, as long as you are still in this flesh, yes, you're Christian, you're a newborn, like flesh, what's it called? You're subduing the deeds of the flesh and all of that. The human nature naturally has certain vices. And one of the vices are envy and jealousy. So let me bring it to myself personally. Now I want to be very, very personal. There are times I see people, maybe my friends, or even someone that's not even my friend, and the person attained a particular feat. The person got a car. The person got something I've been desiring to get. And the natural human nature in you just want to feel like, wow, yeah, I want this thing. Uh-huh. And if you are not careful, so where I'm going is this envy happens to the best of us. Like everybody at one point or the other had been envious of
The
someone.
feeling of envy
Yes, I'm going
happens to
somewhere. Yeah, I'm going somewhere. That's envy feeling. But what you do with that feeling is what makes it full-blown bitterness, envy, wickedness, witchcraft, and whatever. What you do with that feeling, with that thought comes. It comes like a thought, like, oh, this person just made this. Wow. And so they're like, and if you're not careful, so let me paint the perfect scenario. Maybe somebody just bought a car, a friend just bought a car. It's like, and you've been trying, saving, doing everything to get money for this car, and it's not coming. And you see your friend just out of the blue, person just bring a car. Now that's envy. It's like, your friend has gotten a car. Two scenarios now. The first scenario will be like, hey, yeah, she's gotten a car, and I really wanted a car too. I really wanted a car too. What the first scenario will now do is, God, okay, this person got a car. God knows I really want this car, but I'm happy for her. She must have been praying for this thing for a long time. She must have been doing this. Like, I'm happy this is happening to her right now. Oh God, please, I would also desire to have this. And I learned this from my mom. My mom was the one that taught me this. My mom has friends, and up to now, like when you just ask, she's like, does it mean that when her friends were getting married, then she will always pray for them? I'm like, kini ide me, God, I want this to be in Yoruba. Sorry, I will translate like she started praying the prayer she would pray for herself, for that person. Then she will now say, God, me too, remember me. She prays her own, but she had first prayed for the person. But the second scenario, the friend is even your bestie that got the car. But because you've been looking for the car, like, only God knows what she went to do to go and get this car. Maybe she slept with one alert. You are beginning to form scenarios in your head. It is that envy because of the fact that you wanted this thing and you don't have it. You now start, and the devil is very tricky. You now start bringing scenarios. You now remember when something happened. You cook it up, and you now get to a point that you might even start discussing that with other people. Start backbiting, and even to the point some people can go as bad as being fetish, as bad as, yes, you've seen that happen. It started with a thought, but what you did with that thought, and I'm just trying to be very practical, like it happens to the best of us, like at one point, but I've had that feeling, but what do you do instead of allowing it grow into full-blown envy and jealousy? Why not just be happy for the person? Why not just try and pray for the person? And after praying, also you can table your request before God. Do you understand? There is this part of I think book of in the Bible, Job. After the friends of Job came and they were talking down on him and all of that and this thing, and when God was going to answer Job, after the fact that these people had wondered that they have done something bad, God answered the prayer of Job after he has prayed for his friend. Job 42. Like if God actually, yes, I know these people, but there is a system of praying for people, especially people that are close to you. Pray for them. It means God is in the neighborhood. It will come back to you. So that's the first thing. Then the other part is, if you check very well, these kinds of people that are very prone to envy. So I said we all have a level of this thing and what we do with it.
Yeah.
But there are some persons that this thing is full blown. And it didn't start that day. Most of them, let's check back. Let's say it's back to the background. Some of these persons have been so emotionally stabbed. Some of these persons have been, they have low self-esteem. They are the kind of people that if you become friends with them, when you grow, you make one move, they are thinking X, Y, Z. And they are like, whatever it is you do, they think you're doing to spite them as friends, because they have experienced that over and over and over. They have been talked down on. They naturally believe anybody that comes to them will talk down. So when they know people will talk down, they create a defense system. to want to attack it. So either attack it by envy, by jealousy, by anger, by whatever it is. So what I used to pray is that God will help this our generation, that the kind of children
Amen.
we are going to breed, we will instill the right values of self-confidence, self-esteem. Yes, your friend is getting something. You can also get it too. It doesn't make him a better person than you. Do you understand? If you with hard work, with XYZ, you can get there. Don't always think that, why can't I have what my friend has? Just will always come. It doesn't have to be what your friend have. Your own will come to you at the right time. So I feel like building these values in people, that thing my mom taught me has helped me for the longest of time. When you were getting married, I was happy and I was like, oh God, I would have also loved to also get married, and I like this, that. But instead, I prayed. Let me tell you, on your wedding, I saw the seed that I attached to my marriage on your wedding
And
day.
look at you. Show me the ring, baby.
Yeah, so I feel like we should just be genuinely happy for people. Now, when you meet, and there's some other people too, there's some other friends too that I said some people have low self-esteem. Some people have very, very annoying overconfidence, high self-esteem, imposter syndrome. What's this word? There's this I can't remember the exact word now. That this kind of people, they are imposters basically, and they are never wrong. They always want to throw things. Oh, this person buys car, and he comes to you like, comes to flaunt it, just genuinely to make you feel bad. Some friends will genuinely talk down on you. So those ones are the ones that even help and foster those that want to be envious before. They will now help them to cook it. But if somebody is, so that's why you know the people know them. The people you are being friends with, know them, know the values that they have, and know if they align with you. If they don't align with you, please use the door. Like, it is friendship. It's not a do or die affair. Don't be in something that you keep crying over, you'll not be comfortable in. Like, there are other friends that want to be friends with you. So sometimes those are the people that actually make people feel envious and jealous of them. Like, they genuinely want to flaunt everything in your face, traits in your face. And then too, that is not an excuse for you to be envious of them. No. That is not it is not an excuse for you to be envious of them. Instead, if you're not comfortable with in that circle, move. And if not, keep praying. If I'm with friends with that kind of person, I will keep praying for the person. That's me. I will keep praying for you. I will keep praying for you.
Break it. What's in the bus stop?
Yeah, so it depends on the values you're getting from the friendship, basically. So that's
you just decide to kiss me below the belt with that sentence, I think
yes, the reason why I said that is that we are human. So those people that had low, they didn't make themselves that way. They were brought up that way. Some things happen. We all have different backgrounds that have shaped us to be who we are. Sometimes we don't even know what we are emitting. We don't even know that the vibes we are giving. So some persons don't know. It's how they've been trained. It needs them learning and unlearning. Do you get? So if I see someone that is overconfident, I still see something, I still see some values in the person, I might still want to be friends. I know that in this area you're not so this thing, but if I know I can cope with it, I have a mechanism, I will stay till I can no longer cope. I would move. But if there is something I can do to help, to talk to you, to let you know that this vibe you are emitting, like, that's why you're friends. So one of the values that I like in friendship is honesty and teachability. Like, please, you can't be my friends and I will not be honest with you and tell you the truth. If you're not someone that likes the truth, I might be tempted to move far from you if you don't like the truth. So if you're someone that I can talk to, if you're someone that you are teachable, then I feel we will vibe. So if you have that overconfidence level, or whatever it is, during conversation, I might have hinted you that, babe. And most of the time, these people that will do this, they may not have done it to you as friends. They would have done it to people around you. So how do you react to that thing that they are doing? When they are doing it to someone, you call their attention to it that you don't do things this way. Do you understand? Before they come and do it to you, go. So you don't wait till they do it to you. And even if they do it to you, to have the conversation, communicate. But if it is going nowhere, please use the door Has got to be helping. I think I've said a
Okay,
lot.
so right now I'm feeling like you just beat me, you just chastised me because
Oh, really?
really because I feel like there are some things I just don't have bandwidth for, and I think that's the next level God is taking me to. That's state where even when the person is not perfect, you are still able
Yeah.
to see the value you are getting from that person and focus on that value while also helping the person become better. But I just feel that it's a very dicey, slimy slope. I'm sorry, I'm just being very sincere right now,
Yeah, it's
because
okay. It's
there are
true.
people that will say, "Oh, this person responds in a certain way that's obviously bad," but you now want to help the person, and in the process of helping the person, it's beginning to affect you. It's beginning to affect you. It's beginning to affect the way you feel about yourself. It is getting to you, and they are still on, "Oh, she's my friend, I want to help the person." I'm like, yo, get out of that place now. But I think that the balance there really is seeing people for who they are, asking yourself very sincere questions like, what values, what am I gaining from this person, in quotes, and then weighing the two side by side. Because really, I'm seeing that you can't throw away the baby with the dishwater every time. You can't say, "Oh, this person is this. Oh, I don't want to have anything to do with this person again." However, you can draw boundaries. You can say, "With this person, because this person is XYZ, I am not going to go beyond this level with this person. I am not going to say beyond I'm not going to say beyond XYZ to this person. If this person comes to me saying whatever, this is how I am going to respond." So you've been able to draw a boundary that helps you manage the person and also gets the best out of the person. I think that's the balance for me, Sha, with this what you've said. And you see the part you talked about prayers. That is so, so, so true. The devil would always want to throw these ideas at you. He would always want to make you feel like you are less of yourself, or you've not accomplished. Even if you just accomplished something, it just makes you look at your weaknesses. It is now your responsibility to fight it and say, "No, no, no, this is how I choose to respond to this person." I remember sometimes when the devil tries to bring a negative thought to my mind, maybe about someone, and I'm like, "Devil, the next time you bring this thought, I'm going to pray for this person." And the devil will try me. He will bring it again. I will have that thought again. And the moment it comes again, I go, "Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for Teju." That's the end. That's the last time that thought will come. Because the devil doesn't like when we pray for people. And I have seen it help me. And sometimes when there are people that I am close to, I tell them, if I am feeling somehow about their success, I just say, "Babe, I no go lie, this your car enter my eye, yo. When I saw it yesterday, I felt bad, Sha, that me, I don't have car, oh. But I was also just happy for you. So I said, let me confess my sins to you." Because I've seen that when you confess your sins, it breaks that power.
True.
But this one is not for everybody. I only do it with my G's.
Yeah.
I do it with people that we operate on the same emotional intelligence level. Not people that would look at me and blacklist me and say, you are not happy for me.
No wonder. What's our role? What's our
If you
role?
don't wrong, I said she did not smile well. So please, I only do this for people that I know they understand me deeply. If it is just someone that maybe that's just my acquaintance, I may not tell them, but I deal with it internally. So please deal with it. And this thing you said about low self-esteem too, I think it's so true. Many times we project who we are on others. We project who we are on others. So if you're
Absolutely.
in a friendship with someone, you really may want to check out for low self-esteem. You really may want to check out for these things, because it's a virus. If it is not dealt with, it would even consume you yourself. And so at this point, you may have to start asking yourself these questions. Do I have low self-esteem? Why do I feel the way I feel about another person's success? And I also think, I know there is a part where we're going to talk about marriage and all that, but I also think that low self-esteem is part of why singles and married people don't seem to have a good relationship after marriage. Let me just drop that there. Just hold it. Don't talk about it too much. I say that because we have already established that it's a natural feeling. Yeah. So maybe you've been trusting God for a life partner. You really want to get married. You really want to get married. And then your friend is getting married. Even if you are, yes, you are an angel, the devil will bring that thought into your mind. He would make you just think about it. And it could have been you. Oh, not many people are able to handle that thought. And so because they are not able to handle that thought, it spills into their relationship with that friend. So even though on a conscious level, they are saying, oh, no, I am not trying to say it is general. Oh, please don't get me wrong. I am not trying to say every single married relationship dynamics is because of low self-esteem. No, that's not what I am saying. I am just saying that it is sometimes a contributing factor as to why these relationships die the way they die. Because you don't even know that, you don't know the devil has sown these seeds in your heart. You just realize that you are reacting a certain way because you've not dealt with it. I feel like I'm jumping the table. We are going to get into that conversation, so let me leave it there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Olabi says, God bless you, Esther. These are the set of friends that are common in my circle. They will know everything about me, but never ready to share things about themselves, which is tiring. I think I'd like to address this before I move on to
Yeah,
the
please
next
do.
question.
Please
I am
do.
addressing it because I know we have talked about vulnerability earlier. So I'd like to address this. If all your friends are like this, there is a challenge. If they know everything about you and they are not ready to share their personal life with you, it's a cause for a concern. Number one, it means that you may want to overhaul your friendships. Like, why are these people even in my life? If all they want to do is to hear from me and they don't want to give of themselves to me, then why are we even in the friendship? That is one. Two, you may also want to define the kind of friendship you want. Yes, I say that because there are times whereby, okay, so let me give an example of me and Teju. Also, that Teju is talking and she's giving me monosyllabic responses. She's giving me, those blanket response. I'm like, Ogbeni, come back. What are you saying? You want to talk, Abi? You don't want to talk. Mas yes, I hear me. I call her out. And because I do, she now knows if she's not ready to talk, she will not talk. If she's ready to talk, she will talk. So sometimes we don't address these things. Sometimes we don't address these things. And because we don't address these things, the other party does not know it's an issue for you. The other party is comfortable listening to your story. Do you understand? So sometimes you may want to probe and put that person in order to say, okay, you want to say something, Teju?
Done. When
Okay.
you're done.
Okay. So you may want to probe further. You may want to have that conversation and say, sorry, I can't be telling you everything about my life and then you are just keeping mute. If you can't tell me, the energy level is not on the same, like we are not on the same energy level. So the third thing you may want to do, there are some relationships, like Teju has rightly highlighted, that because of the value you are gaining from that relationship, you may not want to throw away the entire relationship. So what you do is come down to their level. Yes, come down to their level. If all the things they tell you is, oh, today is a good day, when they ask you, how was your day? Today is a good day. First to do, know the pain, my dear. So don't be in a hurry to want to shalaye, in a hurry to want to tell them your life experiences when you know that they are not ready to tell you like theirs. So I do it a lot. Too. Once I see that this person has a track record of being evasive, I come down to your level. And sometimes I will tell you outrightly because I've had instances whereby the person is asking you, oh yeah, so what about this? Asking you very intimate questions. Okay, so what about this now? What about that now? They want you to tell them, but when you ask, they don't want to tell you. This is me, I speak for myself. I tell the person, when I asked you, you didn't tell me. So don't ask me this type of question again, because I will not tell you. Go back, Kodija. We must be bold enough to know that this friendship thing, it's costing your time, your energy, your money. So you can't afford to be in it and feel like you're on the receiving end. No, we are partners in this friendship. So whatever you can't give to me, don't ask from me. That's what I believe in. Then there's also the fourth part, yeah, of understanding the dynamics of the relationship. I say that because I have some people that they are not my friends, but I gain a lot from them. I need their wisdom. Do you understand? It is me that needs their wisdom. So it will be foolish of me to demand the same level of vulnerability that I will get from another person. No. All I need from you is your wisdom. Let me just tell you my life problem. Give me direction on what to do. So it will be foolish for me to now say, I'm not doing friendship with this person again, because she doesn't tell me XYZ about herself. Ma, I don't even need you to tell me XYZ about yourself. Just continue to bless me. When I ask you for direction, continue to give me. So you really might want to start understanding the dynamics of the friendship. You may want to start setting boundaries, start being vocal about expressing what you want from the friendship. And if you've done all of this, it's not making sense, my sister, walk away. Yes, walk away. Okay, Teju.
Amazing. Like everything you said is so spot on. So spot on. I particularly like the fact of, speaking of, we are friends. We are not bigger than me. I be this thing. It's a partnership, like you said. So be vocal enough to express what you think. And the other part to it, which I want to come from my angle, is the fact that now some persons, honestly, some persons are not discreet. They are not discreet. And I'm going to bring a personal example to this. So while I was in school, I had this roommate. I had known she's my roommate, she's my friend, kind of. But I know that if I tell this person, hey, I would hear B, C, D that I did not have to hit.
Yeah.
Had known. So personally, I define. And so when she's even coming, you, I want to tell you things. Don't tell me. She tells me everything on her own accord. And honestly, I don't ask. Oh, okay, this is my boyfriend. This is, I know everything about her.
You say honestly,
but when
I don't ask. It's when you say honestly, I don't ask. Like, I didn't
yes,
ask
I don't.
you.
I don't really. So this person, and I know myself, I've known that. So I'm this kind of person that I am very discreet. Yes, I like my privacy. I like my privacy. If I don't want something out, I don't want it out. If I want it out, I will tell you I want it out. So that's why some of my friends know me when they're okay, can we post this thing? Post. If not, don't post. If I feel like I want to post myself, I will. So I can be that discreet about this thing. So if me, I'm discreet about my life, and I'm not telling you things, and I'm not hearing anything, no, really. So I would naturally want to. So you need to check who you are. And also, if you're the person that you're having this kind of, you need to check who that person is. So I'm not the kind of person that my mouth is loose. I can say things to anybody at any time. And it happens with female friendship. So you have this friend that, your friend tells you things, and you have another friend, just go, let me download to you. So you meta. They tell you everything. You get, so this my friend, this my roommate particularly. So I was going through some things at the point, and because I don't have female friends because of this issue, I'm more vulnerable with guys. I have most of my friends are guys. I don't used to have it. It's now I'm building female friendship. It's because of what you are. If you have seen things, you would probably want to just set boundaries. So, and this my friend mentor guy saying there was a particular issue, and I was like, this thing, me guy, I don't fear episode now. You need to talk to a female friend. Find somebody you can confide in. You guys have the similar way of thought. You have similar experiences. You can be advised. Just speak up. So who do I talk to? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, talk to somebody. I knew this person. I knew. But I felt like, let me give it a try. I needed this thing. Okay, I just had to one night, I just poured out everything that has been happening. I poured out everything to her that night, every single thing.
Hey,
And she gave me advice. Oh, this, oh, and she even also said, that guy asked you when I came to this hostel, he asked me to out. That's how he used to do this, that. He said everything. And I told him everything. This is the situation I'm in right now. This is this thing. Okay, there's this person that is asking me out. I don't know what to do about it. And I just wanted to talk. Do you get? And I talked. Guess what? The next morning, somebody said the next morning. So maybe the next day, maybe in the evening, my neighbor, I'm not close to this girl, but the girl, she's not even like a neighbor, just called me. I said, Teju, sure, Ronnie, as in, mom went to mama's store. It was just a
hey,
this
I'm
person,
having goosebumps.
the syllable the person told me, the syllable person said, Teju, went to my store. And I'm like, went to my store. No, I know that I know moment master before. Like you don't need to tell me. But I'm not like, wait, Aje Kelano, Omo Kuleni, what exactly? But the person they gave me details and I started feeling uncomfortable. Good thing was the lady was also close to that my friend. I said I should talk to someone. The lady now went to tell that person everything. This my roommate, everything. And what he told her, honestly, if not that the person was like, you don't use your mouth to say something. I said this way. She added and added to the point, she's doing this, and it just now it flew around the whole hostel. The whole hostel.
Wow.
It just flew around the whole hostel. I'm serious. Like it was that boy. It felt like my world should just come crumbling. Like I was beginning to walk on eggshell. Like I was. And when it flew, my own issue with this is when some people get information, they don't say it the exact way you tell them. They had their own. They remove from it. So you did all of those things. And the person said, and at that point, no, it only took the wisdom of the chairman of the hostel. And the person called me and like, I heard so, but I know you. And I trust you. So don't worry, just ignore. I know what they are doing. I know what is happening. This is an elderly person. She just called me and told me, and I'm just like, in fact, that person was not blaming, that my friend was not blaming that. Now me, and I wasn't that pushed you. I am so sorry. I take all of this blame. You naturally do not used to talk.
Wow.
Imagine someone that I said, I don't want to talk. And I went to go and say, I just try to tell you, this is what I'm going through. This is experiences I have. And I said, everybody, like the whole hostel knew the gist. The whole hostel. And if they know the gist, it's not a bad thing. Like really, for a discreet person, I might not want them to, but it's not something bad. But knowing what I did not do, knowing what I did not, the person had it. So that's why I said you need to check. If you're meeting these kind of persons, probably there are people that they've seen that, oh, you have told me things about X, told me things about Y, told me things, and I feel like no, I can't trust you with information. So I would rather just receive from you. So I just feel the need. I'm not saying that you are that person for whoever asked the question. I am not. I'm not saying that. And I'm trying this out generally. Like please, so some information are not, if people give you information, sometimes they don't want it out there. It's just for your personal consumption. I'm seeing this trend on social media. Like they'll say, me don't carry load. They say me on my way to tell my bestie everything I said I'm not going to tell anybody. Yeah, see, if my bestie doesn't need to know, it doesn't need to know. But if it's something it needs to know, okay, I can tell you. When I want to tell people things, I ask myself, this information I want to give this person, does this person need it? Like, is it going to, like, is it needful? If it is not needful, then I seal my mouth. But if it is needful, let's talk about it, or this thing. Or if it's something you need to know. But if the person does not need it, you don't have a business sharing it. That's my personal opinion.
So good. Thank you so much for that balance, Teju. That was so good. So now this leads us to our next question. Is it wise, in your opinion, to rekindle a friendship after betrayal?
You are trying to set me up, bring it, bringing me to experience, talk about my personal experiences. But really, I don't mind because I have seen this happen a lot of times. So I don't mind to talk about. I feel like the reason we are having this friendship, this conference, is just so we learn and unlearn and relearn. So, is it wise to rekindle a friendship after betrayal? Okay, I would say that, and I'm taking my time because I don't want to say, why not rekindle, or say, oh no, betrayal, once beaten, twice shy. Don't rekindle. No. So the first thing I'm going to say is, and it has to do with the person that has been betrayed, is first, please, on your own, first try and heal from that betrayal. Like heal. If you don't heal, please don't even go ahead. Heal, ensure that. And why are you healing? You're not even healing because of the friend or because of your friend. You're not healing because you're not trying to move on. You are healing for your own mental health. I've been here before. That
Yeah.
is why I'm saying this. I've
Yeah.
experienced it firsthand. And
Mm.
my own mistake was I was not healing, but we were still trying to carry ourselves left, right, and hanging. And you know when you've had baggage, you have things you're feeling,
Yeah.
and you've not worked on it, you've not sat yourself down to like. I used to be somebody like this. When somebody, even when my ex broke up with me, and when we broke up, I will just move on. I just move on. You might even call me and we're still talking, but I have not addressed the issue. I have not healed. So try and heal. So after you have healed, now the next thing I would advise is ask yourself, is that friendship worth reviving? So is there a particular value you are gaining in the friendship? In the sense that we are human. So this betrayal, could it have come from me too at a particular time? Like we hair. Is it like a hair, like, oh, this person makes a mistake? Do you understand? Like this person makes an error. And by virtue of making error, okay, is it something that it could happen to me? I could also do. Because we need to also see ourselves sometimes from the other person's lens before we
Lens.
judge people, before we give judgment. Is this something I can do? Or am I also even a part? Sometimes we are contributors to this betrayal. Sometimes we are. So do I also have a hand in this thing? Was it also an accumulation of what I have done? So just do certain evaluation. Certain evaluation are very, very important before you decide. So if having done all your evaluations, you feel like, okay, I have my part, okay, pick your flaws. Or the person, you've had conversation, both of you have even discussed it. Oh, you hurt me, you told the person, you called her bluff, because she called your bluff, and you've discussed it and you have settled it. Now I'm talking about after you have settled it though. The issue when you now ask yourself is, do I want to continue this friendship? Like, is there a value I'm getting? Like, is this friendship necessary? If the friendship is necessary and both of you have decided that you want to continue, please continue. But I will say, but set boundaries. Set
Set
boundaries.
boundaries.
So
Yeah.
that what you've experienced before will not happen again. And that's what we see happen over time in female friendship. Sometimes, oh, your friend had done something, or you just had a little clash or a little this thing, person made said something to hurt you, and you guys move on from the friendship. Me like we move on, and you continued. It could even be issues of you're telling the person things about you, and you find out like that experience I had
Yeah.
hearing outside, and they're like, you've seen this person does this, and you just move on and you continue. The person will do worse. Because you have now
Yes.
taught yourself, okay, this is the length that I understand this person's strength. It doesn't necessarily make her a bad person, but this is how much she can handle. Then I won't give much more than this on my
Yeah.
own self, like from my own this thing. Then also, if I feel like okay, it's just a mistake, it's something anybody can do, it's an error. Because I would like us to really define that betrayal. Betrayal could be like, oh, she went to go and meet my mommy. There's no information. Okay, there's something that happened. I had someone that was staying with me. We're very close. This lady got pregnant. Nobody in the house knew. First was inside my parents' house. We were together for 6 months, and I was so close to her
Whoa.
about the pregnancy. She's my friend. I don't have a business telling. So later, years later, people are now telling my siblings are kind of like, Teju le payo. So this person was pregnant. And my mom is a nurse. My mom did not know. She's a nurse. She did not know that the person was saying this. This is my friend. Person confided in me, and I feel like no. We're still trying to navigate how we should go about this issue. So I'm not going to go. So if in that instance, now for instance, so this person said, and I just felt like, no, I have to tell my sister. I feel like because my sister called, please, this is what this person is going to, and I tell my sister that. And now my friend may feel betrayed. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Like,
Yeah.
oh, why did you do it and all of that?
I
But
feel
at that point, I
inconfident.
don't know better. That's what I feel I could do. It was overwhelming for me. I had to just do it. So if this is the kind of betrayal, check. Is it something that okay, something you can also do, and now it's but if it is something you know that I know this thing is like it is let me know. Sorry, for example, like it's set boundaries. So like I want to clear what I've said now. Heal, number one, heal, acknowledge that you've been betrayed, heal, have the conversation, heal.
Yeah.
But both of you determine. If you can determine on yourself, both of you can, is this something I want to continue after I heal? Then also on your own to check this particular thing I'm calling betrayal. Is this something I can also do? Sometimes we label betrayal. Is this something that's big? Is this something I can look away from? If you can look away, move on. If you cannot look away, continue. If you think you still get the value from that friendship, but set boundaries. That's what I would say. Thank you.
You know, this thing you said about, thank you so much for your response to this question. Yeah, because I remember something that happened in I think I was in 200 level. Yeah, I think I was in 200 level. So there was this friend who was a classmate, a girl, and then she introduced me to a particular organization. Yeah, and she introduced me to the guy Sha. That's the person heading it. Me, I did not know that the guy and the girl were in a relationship. She didn't tell me. She just
Tell
said,
me
my
something.
friend, the guy came to me to ask for a relationship. And I'm like, yo, why not? If not, I didn't tell her. Why? Because I felt it's my privacy. She is your friend. Let me do me. It later turned out that this guy was dating three of us.
Wahala.
And classmate, when this classmate of mine found out, she was angry is an understatement, livid. The word she used was, I betrayed her. Because for her, it's like, I am in a relationship with this guy. You now came into the picture. That was not the conversation. I didn't even know you were in a relationship. The guy did not even say you people were in a relationship. So me, I was just doing privacy, nobody should know. I like to just do my thing low key. For an entire year, she and her friends practically blacklisted me. You know that moment when you're walking into class and you just see people, you feel people looking at you like, she go dey form holy,
Boyfriend
boyfriend
snatcher.
snatcher.
Huh?
In that moment, now I am trying to put myself in her shoes. You naturally would feel betrayed. You naturally would feel betrayed, and she feel like, this girl is a bad girl. I even brought you into the da 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 da. But if I am going to process that experience through what you said, reality is, one, she made a mistake by not telling me she's in a relationship with the guy. Two, I made a mistake by not telling her, oh, this guy is asking me out, and I like him. Do you understand? Three, she further made a mistake by blaming me instead of the person that she's supposed to be committed to. Yeah. Who said yes to a relationship with you? The guy. Why are you blaming me that I don't even know anything about the relationship? So instead of you to hold the guy responsible, you are holding me responsible for the irresponsibility of the guy. And I have seen variants of that story happen where two girls are fighting because of the guy. The person with the boyfriend originally is holding the other friend. Say, oh, she went to sleep with my boyfriend. And you are not angry with the boyfriend. You are angry with your own girlfriend. You have problem. Yes. Now, am I trying to justify your own friend that messed up? No, no, no. If your friend knew you were in a relationship, she has no business. I mean, for me, that's like off limits. Once someone is in a relationship with someone, that person's boyfriend is off limits. You're not supposed to go there. So that is wrong. But why is it that girls find it easy to discard their female friendships? But when it comes to the guy, when it comes to their boyfriend, they will romance all sorts of nonsense. The guy was dating three of us. Three. Èèyàn mẹ́ta, obìnrin mẹ́ta. You don't see any issue with him. It is me that I didn't even know. So just look at that kind of betrayal. I can imagine what that experience would have done to her. Our friendship did not come back home. Maybe she watches this video by some miracle and she remembers that I'm talking about her. Maybe we'll be able to come back. But our friendship did not come back. it just went off like that. So I can imagine the conversation. I can imagine the stories she would be telling people.
Tell
Oh,
me.
when I was in the university, oh, I was betrayed.
I was
This
betrayed.
person betrayed me. But you've not even looked at the full
Did I
scope of the
contribute?
conversation.
And I
You've
also
not
did I
even seen where
contribute to this?
exactly. So I just had to share this story to address what you are saying. That sometimes, and you see the whole concept of betrayal, you really may want to look at it a little more critically. And when you see that the person has really done something wrong, like really, really, this person did this thing, set boundaries, like Teju said, because what some people do, they will now more or less romance the person back, like, oh, no problem. Let's continue from where we stopped. Where did we stop? We've cleared it. You don't understand. We've at auto delete. We've deleted everything as if it did not happen. You know when God said wipe off your sin, like say sin
And
and
give me a
no,
play sheet.
it's plain
This
shit.
is
We are
a
starting
clear
all over
sheet.
again.
Build
And
your
you are
trust
going to
again.
build that trust. You will build
Yeah.
that trust from the beginning.
Yeah.
That trust,
Yeah.
you will build it. You will earn it. You will work for it, my dear. So in case you are thinking that, oh, you betrayed me, we've moved on, so that means that I should just continue telling you things, I should just continue as if nothing happened. No, man, I'm not gonna continue. We are gonna pause, we'll do a review, we'll consider all the circumstances surrounding what happened. We are going to take mutual responsibility where necessary. You have to be willing to accept your faults. When you do, you have to now understand that it's a new setting. Yes, we've been friends for 5 years, but right now we just started the friendship afresh. So
Clean sheet.
we
Clean
started
sheet.
afresh, and then would build from there. So I think these are the things people take for granted that makes them make statements like, oh, female friendship is bad. No, sometimes you are now you know man not talk with say I won't talk, but now apply wisdom where necessary. Because if you had applied wisdom, you will know that you're not just supposed to take the person back in and walk as if nothing happened. No, you're supposed to address the matter, deal with the matter, and then you can move on from there. Awesome. Moving on, moving on. I hope you guys are getting blessed. Are you people learning? Please
I'm
write it in the
learning
comment.
too.
Are you
Sorry,
learning?
I'm learning. I just
You-
want to say something. Sorry, it really doesn't have to do with what we are doing, but it was something you mentioned now, and I just feel it. We don't have to dwell over it, dwell on it. It's the fact that okay, so even in marriage, sorry, you are a woman, your husband is cheating on you, and the next person you think of going to go and meet is the lady is cheating on you with.
It's the
What
same
happened
thing.
to what happened to talking to your like women? Why?
Why?
Is it the lady that brought herself to the guy? Even if she brought herself to the guy, is it okay? Who do you have the agreement with? Who do you have the vows with? Who
Who
are
said
you
that
on this journey with?
you are
It's not your
beautiful?
husband. So we ignore the exact issue, and that's what happens when they say, "Oh, I betrayed. She betrayed me. She took my boyfriend." And all of that, like you mentioned, you're not exactly the one that it is first the guy. It is even it is she that she brought you to the guy. She's the friend of the guy. So deal with it with the guy. But we are always we address every other person except the culprits. We
That's it.
address everyone as a betrayal. Oh, Ashewo, she took my husband. Oh, this, oh, that. She snatched my boyfriend. The boyfriend is question. Please, what are you doing with the person? What are you doing with that guy? How are you handling that situation? So I just feel the need to
Well,
just say this.
please, they'll be begging that boyfriend. They'll be begging the boyfriend, say, "Ah, no, don't go now. It's not like that." What what nonsense? Well, please, people should not get
I
us
don't
angry
think
this
that we need
afternoon.
to change that narrative. Like address the issue, address the person, and not what's it called? The the man down. I don't know the right word to use, but please address the
I
person
get
and
your
not the
point,
other
but
guy.
basically address the people that needs to be addressed. Okay, so now next question. How do you manage church hurts? I am asking this question because, like I said at the beginning, I met you in church. You've been a really good person to me. And church members, I mean, people in that space will know that Teju is a sweetheart. Teju is always surrounded. When say your table is surrounded with children. Your own table is surrounded with plenty church friends. So my question, and I know that there is no way you wouldn't have had some form of hurt at some point. So how do you manage church hurt? Talk to me. And again, I am asking this question because there are people. who have chosen to lock up when it comes to church. It's like I'm just Shadura Shami, I'm just going to go to church. Amen.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. I
Amen.
am out. Praise the Lord.
I'm home.
I'm not in for any relationship. I'm not in for friendships. Church people are da da da. Let me just go and praise the Lord and come out. And because of that, they deprive themselves of blessings, of good people. So imagine if I had that kind of mindset, I wouldn't be having this conversation with Teju right now. Yeah. So I really want you to address it. And many of the people they say because of what they've experienced, because of the kind
Yes.
of hurt they've had to experience in their lives. So tell me, how do you manage church hurt?
Church earth. Okay, the beautiful thing is I've been there. I've been hurt in the church. I have been hurt in the church. So before now, too, I am this person that I want to go to church. Amen. Praise the Lord. Nothing whatsoever. I don't get close to pastors. I don't get close to anything that I just want to be in church. Praise the Lord and go back home. And that was me. But you see this life, man, you would plan it a particular way. And when God is ready for you, when God is ready for you, He will just put you in a place. You will not even become Yayad. You will become the pastor's wife, or or God will just call you. You will own a
Are you
ministry. You don't have a choice, really.
are you
You will
are you
just have.
speaking from experience?
I know you're gonna come. I know you're gonna come and say something. So really, so that's it. There are ways you plan. So for people that have actually been like me, I say, oh no, I want to just go to church and this thing. See, I used to say something. So it's a joke. It's an in-house joke. They say, "Olong pe, olong yagbe." I'll interpret. Show one walking down toilet. So God is calling you. I say, ah, God, wait. I'm in the toilet. I'm doing number 2. I'm doing number 1. So like, who says you cannot answer that call while you are doing your number 1 or number 2? As long as it is God that is calling you. So it means that sometimes God
Okay.
is, you might still get to that point where you would be late in church. You might get to that point where you will be full blown church yourself. So, and it comes with, just like saying you have friends, normal friends can hurt you. So even in church, you can be hurt. You can be hurt by pastor. You can be hurt by your leader. You can be hurt by your group member. You can be hurt by your friends. So I have been hurt in church, and I've been hurt by people that are very close to me. Personal experience, very, very close to me. And like I would say, so I'm talking from my own mistake and errors. Mistake or errors is when I was hurt in church, because these people are close to me, because these people are practically my everyday. First and foremost, I was thinking about what will people say if they know that? What will church members say if they know that you and this person are no longer friends? You and this person are no longer this. Like, how would people respond to it? So I was thinking of what people would say and all of that. So
Mhm.
instead, I was swallowing the hurts. I was owning it. Like I was hurt evidently, but I wasn't allowing myself to acknowledge that I am hurt. I was not acknowledging the hurt. So I still move ahead. I was
Correct.
still moving on. I was still, yes, I was not. That's the first thing. Acknowledge that you are hurt. Please acknowledge. Know
I
it.
like
And that's the first process to healing. Really. In every way. This hurt is there. This person do this thing. This person wrong you. This person show, like, be honest with yourself that hurt is there. So eventually you got, because at that point I still wanted to move around to keep up appearances and not address what was happening. So I found out I was hurting times 2. Because each time I see these people, I keep hurting. I am angry and I cannot express that I am hurt, because if I express, if I confront, they'll feel like, oh, church sister, why are you? The people had expectations of you. Do you understand? And I was thinking about, then eventually I got to a point where I broke down. I broke down. That day I cried. I cried to God and
Yeah.
I'm like, God, sincerely, I am hurt. And that's something I have
Yeah.
learned and I am still learning. I have learned to relate with God as if He's here. He's my friend. So when I'm praying, I'm expressing everything I am feeling. Like, I feel hurt. I feel bad. I feel like if I see this person, I should slap this person. I feel like I don't want to talk to this person anymore. I said everything I was feeling, every hurt
Body.
I was feeling, I let it go. So after I let it go, I noticed that I felt better. But no, even after feeling better, the situation is still there. So I now said, I decided that I was going to seek a mentor and talk to.
Mm.
Note, I didn't go and talk to another friend. And the reason why I didn't talk to another friend is that I feel like they might not know exactly the gravity. They may want to take my side because they like me. They are
Yeah.
hearing my home side. They have not heard the
Mm-hmm.
person's side. So they would definitely want to feel, no, Teju, you're a good person, somebody must do something back to you. So I went to my mentor and I expressed everything and he advised me. So the moment he advised me, being my mentor and knowing that he's also in that space. So he now
Mm.
said, okay, this is what you are going to do. I like the fact that I've acknowledged that you have voted. You were acting like nothing happened. I was asking you before, you were feeling like, even though I know, even me, I know that this happened, but you were acting like, oh, it's fine. So you cannot heal if you don't know that there is a problem. So you have seen the
Yeah.
problem now. So the
Mm.
person now
I
gave
love that.
wisdom. He gave,
Mm-hmm.
so it was the one that I'm not going to share the exact wisdom the person gave because it is can be something that is very, very. Do you get? Person gave wisdom
Yeah.
as to how to go about it. And why I'm saying this is so if you're in a church space where you feel like people are hurt you and the people are very close, you could move up to your pastor. I don't mean just
Mm-hmm.
anybody. Move up to someone that
Yeah.
understands you both and can call both of you to order. Do you understand? And can hear you both and can give the right counsel. Talk to that person. And after you have done that and all of that, another mistake we made this. Okay, so you feel that you have spoken about it, or they've helped you address. And so some people too, they'll tell you they're helping you address. Oh, yeah, you forgive yourself. Move on. Continue. No, it's not you.
That's a
It's not
yeah.
you that will tell me to. Yes, you can advise
To
me
hug
to
it out.
forgive. You can advise me to forgive, but I am the one that would decide that this is how I want to move on, that I am ready to move on. So don't be in a rush to move on. Yes, you
Yeah.
have been hurting, you have talked, and it's not just only in normal friend, church hurts. Even in normal friendship, the person that hurt you, don't let people bully you. We use like this bully up. Oh, you must forgive. Yes, forgive, but doesn't mean you've forgotten the hurt. Allow people heal from whatever it is they are going. With time, if they feel that they want to continue the friendship, they will. If they feel they
Yeah.
don't want to too. And that one too is still talking about betrayal or whatever it is that we talked about. If you feel that yes, having done all these things, I want to set boundaries, set your boundaries.
Set your
Yes,
boundary.
people might come to you. I'm like, oh, you are the person you used to move before. People don't move again. But people can even ask, I've noticed you people. You don't need to move. Like, oh, we're fine. Oh, what about your friend? Oh, she's good. She's fine. What are people not go together today? No, you don't owe people explanation to tell them exactly what. But move on and this one is special. This is me, and this is me. And
Mm-hmm.
me, I am very, very careful not to burn bridges. I don't burn bridges. We have been
Mm-hmm.
friends. You have hurt me and all of that. We have moved on.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean I will not see it. Even if I have not come to the understanding that I want to continue with you, I will still greet you. I will still relate with you. I don't fight with people and I show it to my face. I don't fight with people and everybody must know
Ah.
that I had it. Like,
Mm.
let's have this thing. But I still move on. So it will not be very big. People will not really see me and they will say, people are not. We will still, if I have needs to help you, I will help you. And at the point, I also feel that, okay, I want to continue, I will continue. But see, I am big on boundaries and I know how to set my boundaries. Set your boundaries. No, it's not going to come this far again. It won't come this far. But if you feel like you can still continue, continue. What did I mention? First, acknowledge that you are hurt. Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge.
Pray.
Yeah.
Pray. Depend on the Holy Spirit to help you. He's a burden litter. And I'm saying this,
Mm.
you're a Christian, you're not a Christian. Please, prayer can never be overemphasized. Even what you feel with your spouses, pray about it. Not even
Pray.
like pray, talk to the Spirit. It would help you lift the burdens and talk to someone, not just anybody. Talk to
Yeah.
someone that you know can handle the situation and will not take side with you. Talk to someone, and if need be, continue your friendship or your relationship, but set boundaries. And if you're not there yet, allow yourself to be there before you continue. Thank you.
Awesome. So good. My only addition to what you've said is resist the urge to shalaye. Yeah, because
Hmm.
I see that
Hmm.
happen whereby we are all in the same setting. So even though we are talking church, I believe this also appeals, no, it also applies, that's the word, to other organizations, your place of work and all of that, your colleague offends you and all that. Naturally, there is going to be a disconnect because there was a fallout, somebody's offended. But You know, see some people talking to every other person apart from the actual person that offended them.
That table, my
So
sister.
you tell, it is Teju that offended me, but because I don't want to face Teju, I am not ready to confront my challenge with Teju. I will now go and tell every single person. Ask yourself, to what end? Why are you shalayeing? Can you explain why you feel the urge to express your emotions to every other person apart from the person that offended you? What is going to be the consequence of that conversation or of those conversations with these other people? Is it going to make them see the person that hurt you in a better light, or it would taint the image they have? Is taint now? What's wrong with my English today? Lord have mercy. Or is it going to taint the image they have of that person? Because sometimes we do some things in the heat of our emotions without actually processing what we are doing, without processing the consequences of those things. Yes, there are some times whereby you are really hurt and you go and meet someone to help you talk to that person. There are instances like that whereby maybe you just feel like this person would be able to talk to this person. This person is closer to this person. This person, she respects this person. Okay, let me tell this person, please, this is how I feel. Eba me soften. That's understandable. And the person is going to go and talk to the person because that was the instruction. That's a different matter. But when you tell person A, person B, tell person C, they don't have a solution for you. Now, these guys will take what you said, they will tell other people that were not there when the problem happened. And like Teju said earlier, there's always distortion. They begin to twist it. Before you know what is going on, even you cannot handle what has happened. So why are you shalayeing? Resist that urge. It is not of God.
Yes.
Sometimes you may want to unbody, you may want to really express how you are feeling. If you want to express how you are feeling, you take your time to consider who you can express to after you've prayed about it, not
Very
before.
true.
Like
Very
they
true.
say, run to the throne, not the phone.
Yeah.
Run to the throne of God, not your phone, to call someone and say, I want to express. After you've prayed, because there's something about prayers. Prayers gives you a different perception. It helps you see things from a higher level. It helps you see things from God's perspective. So you are better able to handle it. And if you're the kind of person that you are conflict avoidant, when there's a conflict, you like to just japa, run away, we have to grow. It's a growth walk, and we have to do the work. We have
Yeah.
to get to that point where we are able to face this person and talk from a mature point of view without blaming the person or shaming the person, but basically expressing how we feel about it. And another thing I would also want to say is when someone also comes to shalaye to you, you too resist the urge to shalaye further.
Mm.
Yes. When
This is
someone comes to
terrible.
you resist the urge to tell other people, because by the time you
Yes.
tell other people, to what end? What are you going to achieve?
I
What
can
is
never
going to
understand.
happen? What is,
I can never
don't be
understand.
a tool in the hands of the devil. Don't be the devil's mouthpiece. Don't be the one destroying the church. Stop it. I just feel it was important to really, really address that. Thank you so much, Teju.
Yes.
Moving on
Thank
to the
you,
next
ma'am.
question. Next question is this question.
You needed to drink water.
Okay,
Okay.
why does it seem like marriage cuts ties of long-term friendship? Why does it seem like marriage
Okay.
cuts the ties of long-term friendship?
Of
So we've
love
been
friendship.
friends for a while, and then I get married, and for whatever reason, we just disconnect.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. So, I'm going to answer this question based on my experience and what I have seen over time, what I have learned over time. Because personally, I had looked into this before marriage. To like, I've had friends that got
I got
married
married
before
before
me.
you.
Do you understand? And I've seen it happen in friendship too. You hear on social media, oh, when she got married, she stopped talking to me. But remains so it's something I've looked into as well. And let me say this. So I like to rephrase the question. Some friendship actually get closer with marriage. Some friendship,
You don't
yes.
mean it. You are the
Yes,
first person
mama.
saying this in my entire life.
No, some
Because
friendship
it be
actually get
like,
closer.
Emma be no, it be like say this friendship thing after marriage, you no get positive PR for this life. I'm
Mm,
sorry, I'm so sorry for coming in. I would
mm,
shut up now. I have had this conversation on my status, I've had it in programs, and the response is the same. Sis, oh my God, even in the feedback forms that people filled, one of the major questions they were asking is, what is the issue? We were good friends before we got married, and now because she is married, why does it seem as if we can no longer be friends? In fact, somebody was asking me, as a married friend, what kind of friends should I have? I'm like, what kind of friends did you have before? So I feel like there is a whole lot that we need to
mm,
dissect from the angle of
mm.
the singles whose friend is now married, to the angle
I
of the
agree.
married whose friend is still single. So please,
I get that.
have
So
fun.
reason I said that is okay. Let's take a flashback to our parents. My mom has friends that they went to secondary school together, and up till now, up till now, they are friends. Like they are in different towns, but they know everything about themselves. They still communicate. Like they still. She was still telling me when I still went to there. She was not going back to how when they wanted to get married, how they did, how our friend wanted to get married, everything they did. Now when the child is getting married, what they did, and all of that. And I was wondering, you guys have been here so like way back. It's been a long time coming, and you are still this close. It was not as if they ever left. So they were friends before they got married, and they continued while they were still married. And some of them even got married before my mom, really, because she got married late. And she still continued the friendship with them. So I've seen examples of friendship that got stronger and got better after marriage. However, it won't take away the fact that a lot of friendship nowadays, the moment you get married, the moment one party gets married, it affects it. And in my observation, I think certain things are responsible for it. Now, in the first thing I'm going to say is sometimes we are not ready. When I mean we are not ready, but the
Mm.
single friend and the married friend is not ready. You were not ready for. I remember before getting married, when I started my
Uh-huh.
relationship, Counselor Esther, you had this conversation with
You
me.
have to put counsel on there.
I had to put counselor there at that point because it was a counselee conversation. And you're like, have you considered your friendship after the toll your relationship will have on your friendship? Because I had a lot of friends that were single together, and all of a sudden I got engaged, and like, oh, so so you were very real having those conversations with me now. Have you thought about how you are going to navigate this? And
Hmm.
at that point, so it made me go think about it. And I'm going to tell you my results later. So sometimes some of us singles are not ready for the new phase your friend is going into. And married, you're not even ready for the new phase you're going into and the toll it will take on your friendship. It is as simple as you are relocating, you are traveling, okay, Japa, you want to Japa. You understand? You'll be friends. By the time you Japa, that relocation itself will take a toll on your friendship, however way you like it. Maybe the first 1 month, the first 2 months, the first 1 week, you are first you're not ready to, I'm not ready to, what is on your head now is not even friendship. You want to
It's not
balance
friendship.
yourself. You want to
They
balance
are trying to
yourself.
get
You
an
want to
apartment. They're trying to get a
Look
job.
at apartment. You are still some people. My cousin, speaking of my cousin, she's always missing her way. You are still missing your way to your house from school. Sometimes you are still you are still trying to navigate a lot of things, and it happens in marriage. You are there. You're just okay. You left your comfort zone. You are with somebody else now. your life is no longer your home. You have to plan for someone else. You have to put the person in your schedule. Like, so it's a whole life happening for you as a married person. Then for the single friend too, you're like, oh God, this my friend does not have my time again. She's now everything now is my husband, or this, that. She doesn't have time to converse with me and all of that. The truth is, we need to come to the realization that we have different realities now. Some things are happening. Like there is a sheet. Let both of us sit down and say, okay, these things are not, this will naturally not be the first, maybe the first 1 month or however, depending on this thing. It might not be the same way it used to be because of your different realities. Now,
Yeah.
what will happen is, as a friend, the single friend, it is not for me to now think and try to, like, okay, this my friend is going through a new phase. How do I give allowance for her? How do I try to give excuses for her? How do I come in? What conversation should I have with her? So you are thinking about yourself. You're not even trying to ask, oh, how are you doing? This new marriage space, how are you? How is it going with you? Like, how are you trying to cope with your in-laws, with new church, with new environment, your new house? How are you trying to do that? Number one. Then for the married friend, you also have to be intentional. So you cannot always expect to be babied. Now you have your husband babying you. You want your friend to baby you. Your friend too needs to be babied. Remember that you guys were close. There is a vacuum that has been left. So now think about ways of filling that vacuum. But if you are not ready, have conversations with your friend. Like, babe, see, I'm sorry. See, but this first 1 month, 2 months like this, see, just free me. Can you just free me? Like, I'm trying to get my balance. I'm trying to get my feet. I'm definitely going to get back to you. I still have you at heart. I still have you in mind. I'm sorry, I may not be there. Like, I want us to be honest enough to have that conversation if you are at that point. Some persons, it doesn't change, because maybe the husband was friends with all of you before. You are even the same reality, the same locality. You just take it from there. But for some persons, the realities are dawning, like it is real, really. So have that conversations with your friend. And also, so there was something I did as a married person. I knew that this was going to happen. So most of my friends were single and we were always together. And now I'm married. I knew there was going to be this strain that was going to happen. And myself, I just thought about it. I need to still be there for my friend. I need to still see them. I need to still know what's going on in their life. And I felt like, okay, I just got up one day. I told my husband that I would like to have a hangout with my friends. Like, I don't just want it to be, they come visit me and go. I want something that we bond together. I want like a sleepover. And God bless that man. He just keyed into it instantly. Like, my husband, anywhere you're hearing me, God bless you. Thank you so much. Like, and he just said, "Babe, don't worry, no problem. I'm going to leave the house for you. You can invite your friend over." Not everybody should do this. So this is my own reality. Invite your friends. You guys should come over. Do you understand? And have your sleepover. And I planned it. I told my friend, guys, so let's come over. Let's. And so I was very intentional. Like, I didn't want that friendship to just go. So I called everybody together. I may not be able to get. Okay, I don't have a time to call this A, call B because of our realities. Okay, let's find it. It's just be like a hangout. And we came over, we discussed, we watched movie together, we ate, I cooked, and even that night we had conversations about everybody's relationship. And what I liked about that thing was everybody was coming to talk. We were able to learn from somebody how the person is, and we wrapped it up with prayers. And we continue. So let me shock you. This December, I'm already planning hangout with my friends again. Now, this is me being intentional. Now, and I'm saying this as you have to be intentional as a married person, because sometimes the singles feel like you are far-fetched. They feel like, I don't know what time to call you, that your husband, you will not be busy. I don't know what time to call you, that is the appropriate time. So you also have to do the reaching out if you have the capacity to. But if you don't, single friends, please, like, make excuse for them. Acknowledge the phases they are in, and see how you can move on. I don't say move on from the friendship, see how it goes. Then also, so I talked about the realities, not understanding the realities of. But then the reason why some of these things, it is both parties, and this one is intentional. Some friendship, maybe they are not seeing value from that friendship before, and they now see that marriage as an escape route. Both the single and the marriage. So
Yeah.
if that friendship is important to you, if it is valuable
To
to you,
you.
you would find ways to see that it continues. But if it is not, that is when you see that people say, well, you don't marry now. I cannot. One of my friend was telling me something where they like, you are married. I said, let's hang out. The person was saying that, where will you put your husband? And I'm like, where will I put my husband? I don't understand. Do I tie him to my shoulder everywhere
I
I
will
go?
back him.
I don't understand. Do I carry him on my head? Oh God, let us hang out. Where will I put my husband? Go. I beg.
Mm.
So some persons, no, I didn't say that was what my friend was. She was just making that joke. But
Yeah.
some persons just feel like the moment you are married, you're no longer in my league. Like you are in a different league. You are not in my space. Forgetting that it was not marriage that brought people together. It was not the thought of marriage that brought people together. So marriage should not be what should cut it, except that was what brought you people together, or except that friendship was not giving the right values. That's when you should think that that friendship should just go like that. Then for the married too, some women like there's this need to think, oh, my husband is my best friend now, so I cannot have any other friend again. The men are married, my husband is my friend. Oh, go, sit down there. Sorry, where was your husband all this life when you were growing, when you were going through? Who was there for you emotionally? Who was there for you on the times you would cry? Who was there for you? Like, can you just think back and see that you need people? God did not make us to be island. So your husband will go to work, your husband will do his life. You should also do your life. And don't think that because you are married now, and some wife now, some wife now just the point that they cage their husband. The moment you get married, you cut ties with every friend. And now you now attach your husband cannot go anywhere in peace. He cannot hang out with his friend in peace. You will always be a handbag. Because you feel like I'm married now, two have become one. Yes, two have become one, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go about your activities, go about your business, go about your life. Like I feel like it's something. So that's what really happens. Sometimes some of us just is this me to just hang on to marriage and feel like, oh, marriage is the destination. Now every other thing should hold on. Every other thing can go to can. It's not right. So even if you're not getting values, as I will not start telling you, I'm looking for new friends as a married. What happened to all your old friends? Why is it that it's now that
Mm.
you're married? You're not looking
Thank
for
you.
group. Oh, okay, group for married people, group for people that have given birth, group for this, group for that. For what? Yes, some of those things help sometimes. But that is why you've always had support system. You've had a system working. Don't trash it and start looking for a new one. Because that new one you will still crumble it. If you don't, if you cannot sustain what you have. So it's just about the values that the friendship, how you both see it. So sometimes this breaking for this thing, it is the individuals that cause it. It's not about the friendship. I rest my case.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Woo, that was a lot. So I have a lot to add, but as you're talking, some points are coming to my head, and I feel like, oh my God, I hope I don't forget. Before I try to hold that one, you said another. I'm like, oh no, 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 it's getting too much. Oh, good. And I like to just buttress some of the things you said. The first one was about values. I think that we as females need to get to that point where we evaluate our friendships way before life happens. Evaluate your friendship, put it on a scale. Why is this person my friend? What value is this person bringing to the table?
Very true.
Earlier on in the conversation, I saw someone ask, is it okay to have friends just because you want their companionship? And we weren't able to answer it because of the conversation we're having.
Okay.
As I saw that question, the thought in my head is, why would companionship be the only reason why you would want to have a friend? Just to have someone to talk to. There's nothing wrong in wanting to have someone to talk to, but we may want to be careful and be sure that there are no underlying issues like loneliness that you are trying to deal with, and they are using friendship to cover up for. Because if you are not comfortable with yourself, if you are not fine with yourself, if you are not happy, if you cannot make yourself happy by yourself, and you are trying to outsource this thing to another person for that person to feel, I think it's a lot of expectation to give to someone.
One person.
So I think that's parts of the conversation, because many people are in friendships without even defining what the friendship is about and what they are gaining in that. If
And what they
you
are
are not
giving
gaining
to
much, and what's their what?
giving to that
And
friendship.
what they are
Nope.
giving, thank you so much. That's the balance. What they are gaining in the friendship and what they are giving. Personally, I evaluate my friendships a lot because it helps me know how far I can go. I know some people might say, oh, you're being transactional. No, I am not being transactional. I am just being realistic. I am just trying to be sure that I am going this extra length for this person because this person is deserving, because this person is not going to take me for granted. Do you understand? So people are in friendships for so many reasons that does not stand the test of time. There are some friendships that this afternoon, this evening, myself and Ewalua will talk. Guys, we have a
I'm
story to
looking,
share.
I'm looking
We
forward to that.
see, we have a story. There's a reason why I'm bringing Ewalua. We had a fallout for almost 2 years. No jokes. And the reason why we are here today is because we saw substance beyond emotions. It wasn't just emotions. It wasn't just, oh, I like her hair, so I want us to be friends. Oh, I like her shape, so I want us to be friends. No, it
She's
was
beautiful.
deeper than that. There was something on our inside calling us together. It was a
You
case
didn't
of
hear my
destiny.
said.
You said what?
You didn't hear my said. I said she's beautiful, like the friend you wanted to have because she's
Do
beautiful.
you understand? I'm sorry, Lord. You have to throw that in. I forgive you. I forgive you. But the truth is that when there is something deep in that friendship, you will not be willing to lose it over any flimsy thing. Most of this friendship, married, we are not married conversation is because there is no depth in that friendship. If you both have been blessing each other, you've been praying. You've been praying together. You've been supporting yourselves. You will not want to lose it because of friendship. One. Two, you'll be willing to give allowance to that friendship. For you as the single person, you'll be willing to give your married friend an allowance because you know the person. So you know that for this person to behave this way, he gets why. He gets why. So if he gets why are you behaving as if you don't know? Say you don't know, say he gets why. So it means that you will not just throw it away. Instead, you will look for ways around the person, ways you can help the person. You will pray for the person. You will try and find solution, and you will try and make life easier for the person. That's the second thing. Now, the third thing is, which you've already highlighted, is the fact that I think people, there are so many how what's the word? The devil has sown so many negativity in our hearts when it comes to this when it comes to this single married friendship thing. Because why would a married person even think in her head that, oh, now that I am married, I need a new set of friends? Are you changing furniture? It just goes to show that that friendship wasn't adding value to you. If that friendship was adding value to you, if it was a case whereby when you were sick you could not stand up, this friend was the only person that was supporting you, you will not want to let go of the friendship. Even if the friend says I am going, you will hold the person's leg and say, Josh, me, I need you in my life. It's because you've not seen that person as a support system. You've not seen that person as someone to genuinely love and care for. That is why you are willing to let go of the friendship because of marriage. And I believe that the society has sold so many lies to us. So I remember when one of my friends, when my she has a second friend getting married, that was close to me at that point. When she was getting married, no, after she got married, I remember specifically me saying to her that, if you are married now, I beg, this one that you are calling me at 10 a.m. Are you not married? Are you not with your husband? Go and play with your husband. And then she will call me and she'll say, Esther, why are you people doing this now? I need you people now. See, I did not understand. Sincerely, I did not understand what she was saying. Because I just felt that you don't need me. That is a lie from the enemy. So you as a single person, you thinking that you are not needed is a lie. Your friend needs you. And you that you are married and you think your single friend does not need you, it is also a lie. Your single friend needs you. Abi, you also need your single friends. So I had to repent from that. And honestly, I had to apologize to her. When I later saw the light, I had to say, babe, I am sorry. I didn't even think of the season you were in. There are people that get married and they get so lonely. It's crazy. They just got married, but they are battling loneliness. Why? What they ordered was not what they got. You don't know that part of the story. They need you. You don't know. They are reaching out to you. You are pushing them away. You are saying, Shebi, now you're a friend. You are married. Now go and meet your married friends. You are pushing them into depression without even knowing you are doing that. See, stop all this negativity. Stop it. It is not of God. There's no place in the scripture where the Bible said, oh, once you are married, do away, all things are passed away. There's no place like that in the scripture. And then I hear married people say, oh, my husband said, now that I am married, my single friends cannot be of help to me. It makes me wonder the kind of friend that single friend is in the first place. Because if before you got married, you are muted, Olateju, I hope you are aware. I am seeing your reaction.
Bombastic side high.
Because if before you got married, this person was giving you advice, it was this person's advice that helped you set up your business. It was this person's advice that helped you graduate with a 2-1. That one did not make sense again. Because now you are married and she is not. Please let us just be applying wisdom. Some people would even say, no, how can she be of help to me? Again, it is pride. And I think it also stems from the fact that there are some people who have elevated marriage as the most important thing that can happen to them in this life. It is like prized possession. It's like, I am married, I have achieved. So all ye single people, single Pringles, we are not on the same level. It is foolishness for you to think like that, because when the chips are down, you will need your friends. You would need your friends. And I can categorically tell you, as a married person and as a marriage counselor, that there are many times whereby you and your husband are on a certain matter, and it's as if your husband is not seeing your perspective, you're not seeing your husband's perspective, and then you just have a very light conversation about it with your friend, and boom, light comes on. Now you no get wise friends. Now you no get godly friends. Now you no get friends who get the fruit of the spirit. Now they look for Omowobe as friends. You will not think that you want to leave your Omowobe friend and start looking for wise friends. It doesn't work like that. If they were not wise at the beginning, they can't be wise after. They can't be wise after. So, what, sis?
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Hey.
Like,
now you don't get my friend.
When I got married, all my friends that were, you muted yourself again, just so you know.
Yes, I know.
Okay, all my friends that were single were still my friend after marriage. As a matter of fact, on their wedding day, I was the one in front cheering them on, because what I have with them goes beyond marital status. I do not define the worth of a woman based on marriage. It is people that define the worth of a woman based on marriage. I'm sorry, what am I saying? They are the ones that now get married. They now belittle you as a single person, because in their eyes you come down. You don't know the value of life. You don't even know the value of what. Do you understand? You'll not be looking for new people that will be your friends.
Repent.
Repent. I think we can move on. Let us, we flood
the matter. Mama. Yes, so please.
Okay. So next question. Are we getting blessed? Are we learning? Hope it is worth our time. I hope it's not just me and Ted that is what shall I up and down. You people should tell me in the comment section. Let's channel me.
So please no.
Okay, so next question, yeah. How do you manage a friend that is never available, never calls, and always claims to have difficulty reaching out? I have people like that. They are never available. They are always busy. But they still want to be your friend. Please, ma, talk to us.
Okay, so I'm gonna also so it feels like I have friends in every of these angles. Why? Every of these questions, it feels like I have a personal experience. I have a personal
So,
experience in every of these areas. And what I do personally and what I would advise people is first, see, before judging, it is very quick, it is so easy for us to judge. And I understand why you're judging because probably at that point you need that friend, and that friend is not there. You need an encouragement because this friend is not always there. So you feel like, what God? So what are we even doing? So before judge, I need you to evaluate the friendship, like you said. Has there been a time when this person was ever available? Do you get? So such that it might be that it is a phase the person is in right now that is making the person unavailable, like we explained. They might not even be married. Maybe that this person is going through things and is trying to just get themselves. Some persons are going through depression. Some people are battling loneliness, really. People are battling different sickness. Like there are things that people are going through and they don't talk about because a few people might not understand or they just have their reasons why they're not talking about it. So you might see that person and they are thinking that, oh, this person is not reaching out to me and all of that. You don't know what person is going through. So I think you should give people allowances first. Try to understand what people are going through. If you cannot get close enough to know, sometimes you get to just ask. If not to send message, send voice note, auntie waiting, what is happening? But if you feel like you cannot on your own, make excuses. But before then, try to evaluate really. Has this person always been like this? Has this person always, like from the first day I met this person? Has there been times when this person? So I have a friend personally. This is my friend. He's not okay. He's not. How do I put it? Sometimes my friend is available, and we could go months, and you are trying to reach out. This person is always busy. Something is this. It's like at a point, it happened recently. I've been trying to reach out to this friend, and the person is not just coming up. Like he's not just showing. It's not just working. And I was like, what's happening? I called the person. At the point, I even set up a meeting. Okay, so let's meet at a particular time. In fact, come over to my house. Let's sleep over. Let's have conversation. My husband will not be around this particular time. I'm not saying everybody should do it though. I know why men
wait,
can do it.
please,
I need
everybody
to.
don't do it.
I
Oh,
need to.
it's
No,
not
I need to. I
general
need to.
advice, yo.
Yes, I need to issue this particular my own peculiarity
Go and do
is different.
sleepover.
I know what I can handle. I know some things. As some friends, I cannot even invite them over. So don't even bother. Do you understand? So it's not everybody.
Thank you.
Because I really just needed. I knew that the only way I can is to carry this person where person is. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I spoke with the person.
Yeah.
How far? Person said she'll get back to me. He didn't get back to me. Month, weeks. This my friend didn't get back to me. And it's just natural. You want to think, what? Is it like I'm the one just dragging? I beg, let me just let go. What I would say is, if a friendship is meant to stay, with time, you will know, and it will stay. If it is not meant to be, it will die a natural death with time. But don't be the one to first don't be rash, don't be hasty to want. So this particular friend, at the point when so it got to a point. This was what I did. I just made an open prayer in my heart, and God, I don't know what's up with this person. I really wish to know what's going on, but this person is not giving me this conversation. I'm not having. I don't even understand. I just prayed that prayer in my heart, and God just make it work. And guess what? Few days ago, by the person said, just orchestrated, came out of our way, came to my office. Since I've been trying to reach for days, came to my office. I was even planning to go somewhere that day. I was planning. I had an appointment. When the person called me, no, she was even beeping, and I called back. When she picked up, I'm planning to come. Start coming. Every other appointment I cancel. And that's how I hold my friends. I hold my friends in high esteem. This is the fact that person has not been there. She's not been there, like I said. She's been a bit aloof. But when she felt that she was at a place where she could come, note, I have been reaching out. I have been extending a hand. I didn't stop because I felt that no, there might be reasons why this person is doing what this person is doing. And when the person came, we caught up. Like we need to catch up a whole lot of things. Like, and it was just like it never happened. Let me even shock you. This my friend might be hearing me now. At the point, this person has called me today. This person called me yesterday. This person called me this morning. I said, "Come, wait, something is happening. This way, yeah." Person called me practically almost every day now. This was person I was struggling to reach out to. So you really don't know what people are going through. You don't just jump into conclusions and say this thing. Then the other side to it is like you said, I'm going to go back to your first friend. You know, there was someone you were trying to be friends with, and the person was not on your level, right? And the person was not reaching out. You could be that particular scenario. You are the one reaching, and the person is just trying to play, become emotionally
Trying to be
unavailable.
polite.
You understand? No, because the person can even decide to be emotionally unavailable for you. Like, I am not ready. And the person does not even
Yeah.
just give. But I feel like, oh, you can, oh, can I come? Oh, can I call you? And I'm not available. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm this. Then get the signal. Some persons are not just ready. Just allow the friendship. Let it go. Please. Let it go.
Let it
But
go.
if it is notes, I like to really explain. You know, I said it. How has it been from the beginning? Was it always like this? If it was not
Yeah.
always like this, then wait it out with time.
Yeah.
Do your checking as much as you can. With time, they will come around if they want to. But if it is they have moved on, by the time you've done several, and they're not coming up, it's okay to move on. Thank you.
Again, I think I would like to thank you so much, Tejo. I would like to also bring in the
Thank
other
you.
perspective of if the person has always been like that. There are some people I know that have always, from the first day I met them, they've been unavailable. From the
The video
first day,
people.
they do you understand? I'm on a bit, you get it. But this is what I do. This is my own, this is what I do, basically. There are some people I meet. I like them. I like what they carry. Do you understand? Again, it boils down to the value exchange. I like what they carry. They cannot be my bestie because the energy is not exchanged. But we can have an open communication. There can be an open channel of communication between us. And they will just be my paddy, my friend, my whatever English I want to give them. The challenge is that we want this type of people who have always been like that to be our besties. We'll not be forcing them, forcing them, forcing them. We'll not be angry, angry, angry. You'll not be frustrated. Necessary. Believe me, it's not necessary. So what I have found that works for me is when I know this is who you are not the kind of person that likes to reach out. I understand it's a weakness. Now remember, people have different experiences with life. Life has happened to us in different ways. There are some people that by virtue of how they've been raised, they don't know how to even open up and even have friends. If you come to them, they will accept you, but they don't know how to give back to
How
you.
to reach out.
They don't
Mm.
know. It's not, they're not trying to be wicked. That's just who they are. Now,
Yes.
for me, I manage my expectations, especially when I feel that I maybe there's really some like I like this person, there's something I can gain from this person. I manage my expectations. I don't demand a call. I don't bother. I just show up. There are some people that I know that they are in my life because God wants me to pray for them. It would be stupid of me to be demanding that they should pray for me in return or they should call me in return. No, that was not the object of this. I mean, the subject of the relationship. Do you understand? There are
Yeah.
some people in my life that I know that God wants me to be a blessing to them. That's it. That was the instruction. Be a blessing to them. So, Osija, I am not going to feel offended if the person is not blessing me in return because that was not the call initially. So you may want to understand what is it about this relationship safe. God, are you even saying something about it? And sometimes, like Teju said, these people they might just be in a bad place. They really just need you to stand by them without demanding anything from them. So because I have managed my expectations, it makes it easy for me. I just check up. I check up willingly. I don't check up with the you were clinical.
Sexy.
I just check up willingly. In fact, there's one of my friends. I don't know I don't know if she's here, but she said she was going to join. I had sent no, I used to comment on her status. Comments. Auntie did not see my status. She did not respond. Okay. Just this week, for 2 days, the Spirit of God has been on my mind. Check up on this person. I say, no, no. This person does not even respond. This person, I've been check up on her. Give her a call. And then I went to my WhatsApp status. I say, you, I've been sending you messages, you not respond though. I want to call you, but I don't feel like calling you. But it is really on my heart to check up on you. I know, say if I
Yeah.
leave you, if you don't respond till next year. And then she just immediately she responded, I am online, oh.
Oh,
And
see.
then I called her. Simple conversation, no drama, no fight. In fact, there was still one there was one I did with Temitope. Temitope she's in the UK. Temitope don't tell me say she no get time. She don't tell me, even when she was in Nigeria, so I'm not even sure she had time. But she don't tell me say I go to this, I go to that, I go to that. I understand your schedule. Again, I had managed my expectations. So I just called her via WhatsApp call. Auntie no pick. I knew she was not going to pick. This was just me showing up. And then I sent a message to say, babe, I just wanted to check up on you. I know say you feel no pick call. In fact, I know we may not even talk to you January next year, but this is just me checking up on you.
Oh, yeah.
And she just laughed. See, this life is not hard. It is not hard. Kogba, kodija, no gree. Mean say may cause fights. If you feel that you are not gaining anything, you don't like the person, you don't like their vibe, you don't understand what they mean by saying they are busy, walk away. They did not tie your umbilical cord to their heads. Walk away. But if you understand that this is a good person, but this is this person's weakness, the question is, how can you be of help to that person? How can you be strength to that person while managing your expectations? And there are also some people that I have done this thing for years. I'm only long suffering when it comes to this friendship matter. There are people who have done it for years. And I saw that it looked as if they didn't really value the friendship. Like, even barest minimum response, they are not even giving to me. I cut them off. But you see, before I cut them off, I tell them, I say, babe, I dey chase you now. Na me dey call you. Na only me don't call you this for the whole of this year. When I go, I go. I say, Esther, it's not like that. Esther, it's not like that. I just tell you. So I'm not just going to walk away. I would let you know. This is me. Oh, I'm not saying general, but this is what I do. I will let you know that now you know they respond. Oh, now you know they respond. And when I see that I really can't take it anymore, there is nothing to it. I move on. But I've also noticed that these people, this is what now again, my people, meh. These people that are like that, they may not call you, but they always find ways to respond to you. They always find ways to be a blessing to you. Like this person that I said, the Holy Spirit was telling me to call her. Auntie, I don't think she has ever called me on her own before. But if she sees Widows Up project is happening, kidiko, babe, I just sent you 20K to support Widows Up project. I should not throw that person away. No, tell me, I should throw the person away. My dear, you don't need to call me. There you say, I'm gonna I will call on behalf of both of us.
So what values are
said,
you?
what is the value exchange? There has to be a value exchange.
Also.
Moving on. This conversation is a wow stuff. This question is it okay to put people on different levels of friendships?
Different levels of friendship.
Before you answer, there are some people that believe, our friends, all of us, they relate with everybody the same way. They don't get level for their own friendship. So
For their
now this is me
friendship.
asking you. Yeah, what do you think about
it? Okay, I'll give my opinion. I'll give a biblical opinion. That is so my personal opinion, and I'm going to say it's categorically with a capital yes, with a capital YES. Yes, with exclamation. You know that WhatsApp board, bolding it again. Please, yes,
calm down.
yes, please. It is very, very okay to put people in levels. And like you were saying earlier, we're talking about Jesus Christ. Apologies to people that are Muslim that are watching this, but we are talking based on our own experiences and how we've learned. So Jesus Christ had the 120. A whole Jesus Christ.
Tell us.
He had 120. Out of the 120, even though it was 500, it was from 500. Then there is the 120. that were always following him. He's talking about people that were always following him, people around him, his acquaintances, and all of that. He had 120. Out of the 120, there is 70.
Yeah.
Out of 70 again, he now even picked 12 that he called disciples, that they were always everywhere. After he has taught everybody, these people will still come, they will still kind of set them aside and start still teaching, still giving like private information to them.
Yeah.
They are 12. They are not the
12.
everybody. So we need to realize that there are levels to this thing. Now, apart from inside that 12, inside the 12, there is three. Three. Peter, Paul, Peter, James, and John that are always following Jesus. Inside that, so now let's even now inside that three, there is still one. John the beloved, the one that Jesus rested upon. My sister, my
Jesus,
brother.
so Jesus.
How much more you now? Really, really. So you can't. The truth is, it's like a pyramid. You can't go to the top with everybody. You will have a lot of people. But as you keep going higher, it keeps reducing, till you get to when it is just you just have just one. There will always be levels to this thing. There'll be people that are very close that are acquaintances to you. You check up on regularly. There'll be people that you are vulnerable with. Like she said, when she was talking about vulnerability, when he was going to go and to Mount of Transfiguration, he didn't go with the 12 disciples. He went with
he didn't go with the 70.
At the point when he needed comfort, it was not even the three now. It was just John. He rested his head on his heart. It was just John. So there are people that no, you can't just mix them up with the crowd. You can't mix them with the crowd. You have to single them. So that is why it has to be in levels. You have people that you are close with. You have people that you are super close with. And people that you are closest with. You can't treat everybody on the same. You wear yourself out. You can't be the same, you can't give the same vibe to everybody. And that's the mistake certain people make. So when people now see you, for instance, maybe they see you hang up with a particular friend and they're like, but we are friends. Why didn't you carry me along? I'm like, sorry. Am I going to see myself and this person are different? Yes, we are friends, but we are more like sisters. Do you understand? Like we have graduated from friends to sisters. So this person probably has seen me in my nakedness, has seen me when I'm crying, has been there when I'm hot, I've been most vulnerable with, and I just have to just show this person this. So yes, when it's time for me to show up for you on the level that you are, I'll show up for you. And which also make us to realize that you too, that you are the receiving end. That's why we said friendship, understand. Not everybody is your friend. Some persons are mentors. Just relate with them as mentors. Be a protege and leave. Some persons are counselors. Relate to them as counselor. Be a counselee and leave. Some persons are teachers. Relate to them as students. Be a student. And don't expect a friend privilege from your teacher. Don't expect a friend privilege from your mentor. As a protege, like you should just understand the places where people put you and put yourself where you should be, like in retrospect. I don't know. And for people to put people in different levels, it is okay for your sanity self. Like we can't, please, you can't put everybody in the same level. You can't afford to. Do as much as you can, but there is this rule I follow: honor all men as much as you can. But that's the Bible. The Bible said it. Honor people. But if there are friends that can be there is a friend. Bible says there is a friend that's sticketh closer than a brother. There is that friend. Understand that. Thank you very much.
So good. Thank you. See, the challenge of some people is this thing called levels of friendship. They don't get. They would meet somebody today. The person is already on the highest level of pyramid in their lives. So for them, their own pyramid is inverted. It's the other way around. It's like this.
Oh my God.
So at the top, all of them, they are there.
Oh no.
And that is why they have issues. It's okay to understand that everybody is not going to be on the same level in your life.
Very okay.
Everybody is not going to be on the same level in your life. And you see, even your friends that know themselves should also be okay with the fact that they are not in the same level in your life.
This table,
Yes.
please. This table.
Because I see it so often whereby, like you said, person A is subtly expecting that I treat her the way I am treating person B. And I'm like, no, you do not know the 7 mountains person B has crossed with me. Do you get? You don't know the 7 mountains person B has crossed with me. You don't even know where we are. So don't expect. That's on one hand. On the other hand, the truth is it can be very painful when someone that you think is your number
You're on
one
the
on the
receiving
pyramid
side. You're on the receiving
is
side.
treating you as ground floor.
Yeah.
It can be very, I've been there. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really have been there. Because they do some things and you know that this person is doing this thing for their G's. They are not part of the G. When is you go on cry. So yes,
Yeah.
I understand that. And what I do in that scenario is to be sincere with myself. Based on what this person has done, it is obvious that I
Place
am not
yourself.
on
Replace
the
yourself.
level I have put the person in. I simply come down to that person's level. That's what I do. That is what I do. If maybe before now I have put the person on number 2 in the pyramid, I now see by virtue of life and consistent pattern that the person has put me on number
Consistent pattern.
17.
Consistent.
Consistent
Consistent.
pattern.
Not just one.
I see that the person has
Consistent.
put me on number 17. Before I drop down, many times I try to have that conversation just so that I understand the person's perspective. And I have the conversation because many of my friends are mature people, actually. I don't deal with immature people. I don't have bandwidth for immature people. So most of the times, by the time we have that conversation, we can find the balance. But sometimes I really don't have the conversation. When I see that there is a consistency in the pattern, a deliberate consistency, I just simply drop down to the person's level. So what that means is, if for me, my definition of being number 2 is that you do an intimate birthday and you invite people and you did not invite me, what you've indirectly told me is that when I'm doing my own intimate birthday party, I don't need to invite you because, my dear, we are on the same level, number 17. And this one is not about doing tit for tat. No, that's not it. It's about exchanging value. It's about realizing and managing your expectations such that you are not giving more than you are receiving, to a point whereby you now begin to feel left out, to a point whereby you now begin to feel like
You feel
you are giving
resentment.
so much and you are not receiving the same thing. And you see, people do these things a lot. You are seeing it clearly. This person no rates you. This person no rates you. Before this person will tell you something, the person has told like 10 other people. But when it is your own turn, that's like the number 1 person you are going to tell. Think about it. You may need to start reevaluating, except if there is a reason why. I like to give exceptions. Except if there's a reason why that person still deserves to be on number 2. Yes, there are instances
Value
like that.
exchange.
Value exchange. You got it. Value exchange. So I hope we've been able to balance that conversation. And this leads me to the third one. I'm going
Third.
to ask, and the other question. I'm going to ask, and I'll pick it up from what you were saying, and then I'll allow you answer. Which is the question on, what do you think about threefold besties? What do you think about threefold besties? And I asked that because there was something that happened. This is my hair. I don't know why it is dancing. I'm sorry. Sorry for a
No,
distraction.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. There was something that happened. I'm not putting you on it. No, this is not blast. I think I find it very commendable. So I'm going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
These
I'm
threefold
wondering.
besties. We were talking earlier about, okay, maybe a friend goes out with another friend and then you're not feeling bad. Da, 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 da. I remember when I went on the hangouts with Jumoke.
Oh my god! Yes,
Just
so.
with Jumoke. And I posted the pictures and the videos. Everything was looking good. And you did something that blew my mind. It came into my DM, but you didn't sound like you were offended. You didn't sound like, now wow, where am I now? Now wow. It was, I can't remember the way you put your words, but it just looked more like we are going to have our own. Or I can't remember how you put it. But the way I felt when I read that was, I felt like this person really understands that there is room for all of us. Really, that was actually how I felt. I feel like I'm not putting the right words, but I felt so good because I have had instances whereby the other party will not be feeling offended, be feeling as if I am cheating on her. I'm like, yo, when
Not
did
in
we
a
marry that I did
relationship.
not know?
Not
You didn't tell me.
in a
Oh,
relationship.
this ring for you. I didn't know. I said it was for my husband because they just. Have I ever had that kind of friend, Sha? I don't even think I've ever had that kind of friend because before you can even become my friend, you come and see, and I put plenty boundaries. You have sense, so I'm not sure. But my point is, there are people that have this type of experiences. I have categorically seen online where someone said refuse triangle friendships. Triangle friendships mean I am your friend and I am also Jumoke's friend. That's like three of us in the friendship. So they say refuse triangle friendships. And I'm wondering, when did it become marriage? So tell me, what's your take on it? What
Okay,
do you
so
think
let me
about
start from where you stopped about your hangout with Jumoke. So I remember what I
it?
said when I saw it that I'm going to just tell you the state of my mind, right? When I saw it, like, Esther, Jumoke, hanging out. I remember it was my wedding was the first time you guys met physically, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I was like, these people went to hang out. First thing I go to another
You
was
went
like,
to hang out behind my back. You people
no,
met
that
at
was
my
not even,
wedding.
that was an after, that was even an after. First thing was like, wow. So because for me, I've not seen Jumoke to be someone that hangs out a lot like that. Not, do you understand? So I was genuinely happy. And this is very, very, but genuinely happy. But like, oh, good. I like. So I don't know whatever brought about that hangout. Whatever brought about that, I don't know. But I was sincerely happy that wow, you guys had to hang out. Oh, it's good to know, good to see. However, now I felt like, me, and I would have loved to be there. You get, yeah, but I'd love to be there. So I remember coming today, I'm like, wow, you and Jumoke went to hang out. Ooh, that's so nice. That's so good. Da, 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 da.
Oh,
It's
it
good to see
was
you hanging out and all of that. And I said, and you cuckoo did not carry me. Please, when are we doing our own? We must do a replay.
yeah, that
So I
was
think
the
that was a very
response.
important, like,
That
we
was
must do a replay and all.
yeah.
But really, in other female friendships, we see things like that. And the first thing that comes to your heart is envy, jealousy. Like, when did she even know her? But not at my wedding, she know her. When did that one start? Why did you go out to do this, that? You start feeling bad. Some persons will not say anything. You are feeling bad. You do not have that conversation with that your friend that this is how I feel. Oh, what happened? Why was I omitted? Oh, what happened? How did this happen? Do you understand? You did not have that conversation with the person. And you start losing that anger, you lose bitterness, and you will not it will not start showing in your actions and
In
your
your actions.
reactions to the
I said, I'm
person.
not angry. Oh, no, babe, I'm not angry.
And you just distance yourself. You just do certain things like unnecessary. All these things are not necessary. The truth is there is enough room for all of us. And you don't have what's it called? You don't have a say over who I should hang out with or who I should not hang out with. You don't have a
Woo.
say over who I should move with and who I should not move with. Yes, you are my friend by extension. It is a privilege that you are my friend. Also, being your friend too is a privilege. Like we are both friends. It's a privilege. But now don't come and camp it and feel like no,
Hmm.
you are mine and mine alone. No other person can have it. And that's devilish. No, this one seriously, that's is a devilish
Period.
thought. It's you
Period.
thinking that everything must belong to you, and it still boils down to where we talked about the self-esteem issue. We talked about
Mm.
growing up. It
Yeah.
still boils down to that. Like, so you probably feel
Yeah.
like whatever is mine, you now hold on to it. Nobody must eat from it. Nobody from take from it. It's mine and it's mine alone. No, No, your friend too has a life. Your friend has she has the right to also make other friends. True, you might even have been besties, like, oh yeah, and she might go somewhere and meet somebody that she there's something that attracts her to that person. There's something she getting from that person, and that point she just vibe with the person. Now, it doesn't mean that she should now trash your friendship. No, but at this phase, at this level, she needs to kind of like relate to this person. Don't start feeling bad. Talk to yourself.
Yeah.
If you be very honest, if you be very, very sincere with herself, the thoughts will come. You not be like, huh? Because that day I'll be like, oh, and I would have loved to be there. Because I was looking at the first, it's not even only that one. The one you and BC went to go and hang out.
Please
The
leave my face out
that
of this
was fine.
conversation.
You went to sketch. I was seeing the food and I was like, oh my god, but sorry. Was I in father's house with you people? All the people that you were, it was a father's house hangout. Really. So I should not feel bad. I should allow you be you, allow you spread your wings. My friendship
Oh,
with
I
you should
love you,
not clap your
Teju.
wings. Like it should not, and it's just the truth. It's just the truth. So it's about us talking back to ourselves, like, wait, if not me, can't I have friends? If not me. And it should also talk about that there's certain things that I feel that affect friendship. Somebody mentioned it here. Expectations and entitlements. A lot of us in friendship have very high expectations, very unrealistic expectations of the other person. And sometimes again, we feel so entitled to their space, entitled
I
to their time,
this
entitled to
is
people. Like you should never feel too entitled to people that much. Like allow them. If they give you an allowance in their life, take it graciously, allow it. And if they don't give you, by all means too, allow it. Don't always okay because I went XYZ, she must go XYZ. Who says so? Who says that it is if I bring 100 to the table, you have to bring 100? If I bring 100 in this level, somebody else is we are bringing 100 in another aspect, not that same aspect, because it takes two to tango. It's
yeah.
in the sense that I have strength in this angle. So I am the very caring person. I can always be caring and this thing. And the other person, I am the very logical person. I can advise you. I can give you like that's the value you bring to them. So I can bring 100% care. Don't expect me that the other person too must bring that care. The person can bring something else to the table. And there might be somebody else in our life too that is bringing something else. It is one life that has different angles that want to come. Allow it. Don't be a stumbling block and hinder
Please,
people's blessing. Please don't.
Teju,
Really, don't, don't.
I'm
Like,
feeling so
basically.
I am feeling so I'm feeling so proud to be your friend right now.
Ding,
Like,
ding, ding, ding,
see,
ding,
I
ding,
don't even
ding.
mind if I am at the outer corner of your friendship pyramid, but I just want you to know that
Get out. Go away.
I
Go
love
away.
you, girl.
I love you too, but
Oh
Philly,
my god.
please, as human, let's do better. Let's manage our expectations and entitlement mentality of people, please.
That's one. Two. Olajuwon, we are putting you on the blast to say you owe us, myself and Teju, a hangout. Bills on you.
Yes, yes, yes,
Bills
yes,
on you.
yes.
Yes.
Bills on you, Mama.
Okay.
Bills on you.
Bills
I
on
hope she can
you.
feel this.
I'm going to
Can
Alice
somebody
guard
can
you.
somebody
Thank
record this
you.
particular place and send to her?
She's here. Oh my
Oh,
god.
she's
But
here.
see,
Hey, that's good.
what you said is so liberating, to be honest, because I feel that people some people have so much insecurity within them that it blows off in their faces when they get to friendships. They make a mess of meaningful friendships because of their internal insecurities. Because, see, let's face it, it takes a level of self security for you to see your friend hanging out with another friend of yours without you being there, without you feeling bad.
Very true.
And it takes a level of self awareness and emotional intelligence for you to get yourself to that point where you say, I wish I was there. I wasn't there, but I can have a playful conversation with my friend and it wouldn't be a big deal. As I speak right now, I know Olajumoke is planning it already. Bills on her.
Hey, hey.
See, this life
It's
is not
not.
hard.
It's
We
not.
are the ones that have twisted the entire idea of friendships. Now, I am a very big fan of consistent pattern. If it happens that this person never hangs out with you, you've raised it with the person shuns it away, but this person is always hanging out with this other person every time,
All the time.
you really may want to reevaluate whatever you guys are doing. At that
Mm.
point, it is not a function of insecurity, it is a function of value exchange again. It's you trying to put your friendship on a scale, because if you care for me, if you see me and value me as a friend, why is it that you find it very easy to do XYZ with every other person except me? My friend should not put me in a place where I consistently feel vulnerable and out of place. Because I'm just trying to put a balance to it.
So
To say,
it's
yes, on
yes,
one hand, there is that part where, it's really not a big deal. You can have a conversation. But there's also the other part when you really may want to start looking at the
evaluate.
details. And
Yeah.
there is also this other aspect. So let me use, forgive me, Jumoke, for using it as a case study here. I love you, yeah? So let me use me,
Love you,
you, and
mama.
Jumoke. You knew Jumoke before me, right?
Yeah.
Jumoke knew me online. So we sort of had some form of, I don't know, relationship before we met at your wedding. But your wedding was like where it hits. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, in fact, I think there was still one that went viral recently. I'm not going to mention their names because I don't want drama for myself. Whereby, same scenario. You knew me, you knew Jumoke, and then me and Jumoke meets. And it now looks as if me and Jumoke are now closer than than I am to you, or than she is to you. Wait. You senior sister ni, and you are mature.
Good.
Some of us are still learning. But we've seen scenarios like that. It can be very painful, to be honest. When you are the middleman, it is not so much fun, really, because the devil will begin to sow ideas into your head like maybe you are the bad person, maybe there's something about you. It is not about you. If God says your work with this individual person has finished, if God says there is a new exchange of value that these two people can benefit from each other that you are not able to bring to the table, it doesn't mean you are not a person of value. It just means in that scenario, there is an exchange of value that works for them that you may not be able to provide. And you should be comfortable with that. In fact, I have too many friends like that. Too many friends like that. It's me.
You are the
I
don
know
in that one.
I know
Are you?
be.
You are the
At the
don.
end of the day,
It's you.
them
Give
each
it
other,
to you.
you will not be closer. I'll not be feeling left out. Like, I don't understand. You people went on hangouts. Where did you put me? But I've come to learn. I've come to understand that no matter. As long as a friend, I'm a blessing to you, you're a blessing to me, that's fine. The two of you are blessings to yourselves, that's fine. We don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill and try to make it look as if because I am not as close to them as they are to themselves, then something is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with me. Life happens, we move. It's not marriage, it's friendship. We have two more questions. I will call it a day.
Okay. Wow.
But I get tired.
Wow.
Woo!
No,
Two more
I'm
questions.
just
Two more questions.
surprised that how far
So,
we've gone
this one is: what will you consider rules of engagement for female friendships?
for female friendship. Okay, so I think there are things we've been talking about. Rules of engagement. There are things we've been talking about, and we've mentioned over and over again. And I'm going to just start with, we mentioned value, and maybe we should even talk about this value very well. Yes, part of the rules of engagement is what values are you both bringing. And like I said, it's not just about the value your friend is bringing to you. What value are you also giving back to your friend? or it's not just about the values you are giving to your friend. Well, but so there's been situations where you've had friendship and one person is always giving, and give to a point where the person is depleted and there is nothing to give. And the other person is always receiving. To the point he has become full and overflowing, and he's still receiving. Like L, never saying enough, like the Bible said. It is never saying enough. It's just giving. But you just giving to the
Like
point where you are thinking. Yes, there's a scripture in the Bible and the things that are never satisfied. One of the things it said, L, it is always receiving and never saying. I think it's the book of Proverbs,
funny.
right? So the rules of engagement basically is an exchange of values. One of the rules of engagement is there an exchange of values. And I would like to talk to people that are so prone to give. You're so prone to be vulnerable. You're so prone to always carry your friend on your head. You're so prone to just always be giving, please. I know that we talk about it in the other line, like, oh, I'm always giving, she's always receiving, she's never giving back. Let us start with you. You that are always giving. Calm down. And see, don't give to the point where you become depleted. Give and wait for the person. I'm not talking about transaction now. It's not like I'm giving and waiting for you to receive. Okay, I'm the one always calling to check up. Oh, how have you been? In that friendship, oh, I call to check up. It is still the same me. I call to initiate hangouts. The same me we go to hangout. I will even still be the one to pay for the hangouts. Wait, that is it is no longer symbiotic. It's becoming parasitic. One person is feeding
Hey, don't
consistently
leave me. Your mommy love
on
too. Yeah.
honestly on the other person. So let's be sure that there is an adequate balance of exchange of value in friendship. Those are one of the rules of engagement, so that you don't start feeling resentment. You that have been giving, you don't start feeling resentment like and you that you are receiving too. If you know, yes, we have different capacities, we have different
But
strengths,
do your
we are
best.
built up in
Match up.
different ways. We are
Yeah.
built up in different ways. So you might be good at this. Yes, you too that they're always giving to. Sit down, ask yourself, what value am I giving back to this person?
That's it.
How am I
Yes.
bettering this person's life? I am not.
Life.
I don't want to just be a parasite. Really,
Yeah.
and it happens in life, even in
Yeah.
marriage, in
Yeah.
everything. There should be an exchange. What eventually happens? That's when you just marry, you see that the husband is always the one giving, and the wife they have the final say over you. They can always no get to a point where it is two-way. Then also another rules of engagement for me is loyalty, and loyalty for me is two-way. So some persons will see loyalty as, yes, you are loyal to me everywhere I go. You follow me. If I say yes, you say yes. If
If
you are
you're
my
loyal to
friend,
me, you will not have another friend.
you will not have another friend. You understand? You have to be. My own. What I mean loyalty is the fact that I am loyal enough to allow you breathe. I am loyal enough to know that you are human and you deserve to be honored. I am loyal enough to tell you the truth. I am loyal enough to be very honest with you, to call your bluff when you have done something wrong. So I've had situations of friends when they feel like, oh, you're my friend. Okay, there's a situation that happens, and maybe your friend had a fight with
You must take my
somebody,
side
and you
regardless.
must always take my side in everything. So I'm too loyal to you to allow pride, anger, or ignorance destroy you. No, no.
Gosh.
I honor you too much to I love you too much to allow. I will tell you the truth. Like, why are we friends? If we can't tell ourselves the truth, why are we friends? Really? So that loyalty that comes with honesty. For me, I feel it should be a rule of engagement. Like both of you have to be loyal enough. Oh, you have my back, definitely. I have your back. It is in me having your back. I'm telling you, babe, that thing you do, you fuck up, you mess up. Sorry. That thing you do, you mess up. Do you get? And you too being teachable enough to know that she's my friend.
Yeah.
She has my best interest at heart. She's not doing it to talk me down. She's
Mm.
doing it to let me see things in the right angle. And also me
Yeah.
to being the friend. I am loyal enough not to put you down. I want to correct you. I'm not correcting you to making you feel like a failure. I'm correcting
Yeah.
you in love.
Because I
Like
love
it
you.
is an exchange. And also, please, my own, I feel like the rules of engagement too should be please, lack of drama and toxicity. Like, please, how do people deal? There's enough drama in the world. That's one friend again will now be drama. And when I mean drama, some friends are practical drama. You have seen them in their full nature. You see what they bring to the table. You see how they relate with people. They will bring that same drama into your life. So do you want the value? Do you want the vibe they exceed? Do you want the things they give out? If not, please, then don't bother. Don't bother being friends with them. And the final value I'm going to talk about is the ability to communicate. To
Ha,
communicate.
that one.
Communication is very key. Don't always assume for me. Have conversations with me. Oh, there is a way I'm not. There's a way I'm not. There's something you are doing that I'm doing that you don't like. Tell me.
Mm.
Don't think it's because some people would have. And see, this all these things I'm saying is a two-way thing. I'm talking about you as a friend and for your friend to be
Yeah.
intentional enough to communicate with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Mm-hmm.
intentional enough to be loyal to your friend.
To your
Be
friend.
intentional enough not to bring drama to the table. So it talks about who are you as a person. Like,
Mm.
how have you worked on yourself as a person? What you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about self-esteem the other time. Have I built myself, my self-esteem? Do I need help on this? If I need help, let me start working towards it. So that I don't come and start giving another person bad goals all the time. Have I healed? Have I grown? Am I carrying so much baggage that will be an issue for the person? Let me also, I may not have, but let me be in the process of healing. And let me
Process.
communicate with the person too, like, oh, these are my struggles right now, but I am willing to work it out. Really,
Mm.
this world will be a better place if we all
Mm.
put those things into consideration. So that's my personal take on this.
So good. Thank you. I just want to add to two things you've said. The first one is toxicity. From my experience, I dare say that if you are surrounded with toxic friends, you caused it.
Mm,
I know you may not,
mm,
some people may not like the sound of what I am saying, but this is what I have come to realize. Why I say this is this. There are some people that bring in all sorts into their life. All sorts of people, any kind of person. You say, if you be like say you like the drama, you thrive in the drama. And then when they now show you shaggy, you begin to complain on Insta blog Niger.
mm,
For me, as a person, one of the things I have done is to ensure that for me as a person, one of the things I have done is to ensure that I don't give room for toxicity. There is no room. You can't even come in with it. As in, you cannot come into my space with it. Once I smell it, that's it. I can't do close friendship with someone that is toxic. If what you need is help, I will be there to help you, but from a distance. I will be there to help, but from a distance. I am not going to be all out, and then you keep throwing this toxic at me and you expect me to keep receiving it. No, no. If you are teachable, if you are willing to work on yourself, yes, you can go on that journey together. But if you are not teachable, if you are not willing to work on yourself, you're on your own. So that is why I say that most of the times when people say, oh, toxic, 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 now you they collect them. Now you they open the door. What is your criteria for choosing your friends in the first place? Because people that have drama, they are not difficult to know. From first conversation, you know whether they have drama or not. And even if for whatever reason you feel like, oh, I still like this person, there is some good in this person, take your time, build that person, and set your boundaries along the way. Let the person know that, well, on this, if you want to be my friend, I am always very quick to state this, that when you don't be my friend, there are some things I don't accept. There is a way you talk to me as a person. I am not saying from a place of pride. I'm saying it from a place of understanding of how I want to be treated. So I tell people, teach people how to treat you. Many of the toxic you are receiving is because you have not gotten to that point where you are bold enough to teach people how you want them to treat you. And so they do rubbish to you, and you just accept it like that. You don't complain about it. You don't have you act as if you don't have an issue with it, whereas you have an issue with it. And so because they don't even know what they are doing is bad, they do it again. Remember, people have trauma, life has happened to them, so they are just relating with you based on how they know best. If you do not teach them, they will not know. I have had instances where I've had to tell my friends, please don't talk to me like that again. If you want to express yourself on a certain matter, this is how I would desire that you express yourself. In fact, I am at the level whereby I tell my friends, this is how I would desire that you treat me when I am in this situation or that situation. When I put to bed, my very close friends, the first question they all asked was, Esther, how would you like me to be of help to you in this season? I taught them. So that you are not assuming you know what I need. Ask me, and then I tell you. So it is difficult for toxicity, whatever, to stay in my life, because I have created a system that ensures that, one, there are boundaries. Two, I am expressive in my feelings and my communication. Three, I tell you how I want you to teach me, period. If you can't deal with it, use the door. So that means I have enough self-esteem in myself to know that it's okay. If you don't want to be my friend, it's fine. If you want to be my friend, there's a modus operandi. You walk, Abi, you know walk. You want, Abi, you know want. So I think people should really grow to that point where they know that it is not all female friendships that has drama. Shebi, you heard me and Teju now. Not all female friendships have drama. So, Teju, on a final note, you said a lot of things. I want you to bring everything you said into one sentence, one statement, one paragraph. Tell me, we're talking
Okay.
friendships. What is your last word
Okay,
for female?
so my last word, I will definitely start from where you stopped, where you talked about that not all female friendship has drama, and that's the truth. The truth is, we've had the social media and the world we are in has sold us so many lies. They've
Yeah.
made us thought or made us think that women don't love themselves. They've made us think that women like to compete. They've made us think that we
Hmm.
can't stand ourselves. And that is
Hmm.
so untrue. That is
Mhm.
so untrue. See,
Mhm.
what I just see to all of these things when it comes to friendship is the fact that it takes two people who are the one coming together. So it is more of a personal angle. As a person, what am I bringing to the table of friendship? I want a good friendship, then am I a good person to bring that good person, to bring that good values that I want to see in a friendship? And we've all learned from all these things today that it is possible. It is possible to have the kind of friendship you desire if you can what you call see it, and if both of you are on the same page, number one, and you can discuss it, you can communicate it into existence. You can
Yeah.
communicate what you want into existence. Like you don't communicating does more good than harm. It's just about how you go about it that matters. Sometimes the way we communicate is what makes you feel like it does more good than harm. The friendship you desire, the friendship you want is also looking for you. Just be at that right place. Do the right thing. Pray. Sorry, I have to use that word, but prayer, hey, prayer with me can never go out of town.
Yeah.
Pray and be that person you want the other person to be to you. Now, me saying be that person you want the other person to be to you, everybody cannot be you. Have that understanding. Everybody cannot bring the same value you are bringing. Also, have enough allowance to understand people for who they are. Have enough allowance to evaluate yourself and evaluate people. Evaluate yourself. Remember, we're talking about betrayal, and sometimes we are quick to point fingers and say, he did me wrong, she did me wrong. Evaluate yourself and see your contribution to that friendship, see your contribution to that relationship. Be honest enough to own up, to accept your own errors, accept your flaws, and be open enough, be widely at open enough to receive people for who they are, but do not forget, Do not forget to love yourself enough to set boundaries when necessary because you deserve
So
the
good.
best and you should not settle for less. So, that's my
Oh,
last word in all of
thank
this.
you so much, Olateju. God bless you. We had a really
Thank
good
you,
time.
Mama.
Thank you, babe. We
Thank
spoke for
you
almost
too.
3 hours. I wish
Yes. Oh,
we
boy.
carried our
Hey.
inside behavior to the outside.
Ah, you shall live about it, man. Oh my God.
It was
But it
so
was good.
good. It was
Yes,
so
it was
good.
good.
Thank you
It was
so
good.
much. So much insight shared. Wow. God bless
Thank
you.
you. I learned a
God bless
lot.
you. Thank you. Mwah. I love you. I love
I
you, big.
receive it. I receive it. And
Okay.
thank you so much as well. Thanks for the platform. Thanks to everybody that joined. Thanks for your contributions. Thank you for your presence. Like you are the reason why we are here. And thank you to Marriage Worthy Network for putting out something like this that is going to bless lives, that is going to bless generations. I'm looking forward to 6 p.m. section. You don't even want to know. I will carry my seat like this, and I'm looking forward to it. I've learned from this session, and I also look forward to learning from the other session in the evening. Thank you so, so
Thank
much.
you,
I honor and I
darling.
value you. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you. Thank
I love
you.
you.
Sorry. Mommy, don't tell you. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. I mean, almost 3 hours, fam. Almost 3 hours. This was actually why we had to make it two separate sessions because we knew we had a lot to talk about and we were not just we wanted to dish the entire thing for you. I hope you were blessed. I hope it was worth your time. I hope you learned something. Please do well to share this link with your friends, post it on your what social media platforms basically. Yeah, please share it with them. My name is Counselor Esther Sholarin, founder of Mole Counseling Gege. Do you understand? Follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and join that continue on the badger. You're always not gonna spoil. Please follow me. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. These are the things I do. I have a whole lot more things coming up, and you really do not want to miss it. So please do well to subscribe. Tell your friends about today's program. The second session holds 6 p.m. today. 6 p.m. today, and it is with Ewoluwa Eni Odunjo. You don't want to miss it. If this one was like this, just come. Ewa was my best lady at my wedding. So we have real life gist to share with you, and it is really, really going to bless you. Once again, I love you. I celebrate you. We've come to the end of our first session on the Girl Code Conference with the topic navigating female friendships. I hope you've learned something. I am seeing your responses. More initiative. Just whoa, thank you, Mama. Thank you to those of you that came late. Watch the replay. It will really bless you. Thank you so much once again, fam. I celebrate you. I love you. Tell me what you want to do going forward. What's the action plan? Are you going to talk to someone? Are you going to, you know, take someone off the list? What exactly are you going to do going forward? Give me your feedback. Do have a very beautiful day. See you by 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on this same channel. We'll be doing the part two of the conversation. I love you. Bye. Mwah.